right, y'all. Well, what's up, y'all? Welcome to UCC. We're back at it, yo. This is Javi.
This is Wes.
And this is JJ.
And today, we have a special guest. His name is
Mac Culley.
Yeah.
Shout out Mac.
Yeah.
Shout out Mac.
Shout out Grandpa Frank.
Exactly. Shout out Grandpa Frank. He is hosting the place. This is a place to be. Here with UCC.
Mm-hmm.
And today, to be honest, I think it's just gonna be kind
Kickback.
of a exactly.
And get some, taste some flavors. See what we got.
Yeah. All right.
I got a few Dragonfly flower products to review. If you guys want to check that out.
I do want to check it out for sure.
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
We got a nice piece in front of us right here.
Ooh, man, we got a nice piece right here. Beautiful, clean beaker over here with some loaded Betty flower. Still unknown.
Sunday Driver Betty.
Sunday Driver
That's
Betty.
why you already got loaded. Shit.
Oh, looks like we already have it loaded.
It's ready to go.
It's
It's
ready.
ready
Just
to
for
go.
you. The hemp wick.
JJ's
Is that
got
the tech?
Who's first?
Is that the
JJ.
tech?
That's the tech, dude. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
where you set up the pad, you have the honors. You got to go first.
Exactly.
Mhm. Say less.
Honors to the host.
Say less, bro.
So, what can you tell us about the Sunday Driver, JJ?
I fucking love it. And it gets me really high. It tastes amazing. The first time I had it, it was okay. I wasn't like too blown away or anything. But it seems like this second batch is way terpier. For it being high in caryophyllene, it seems very sweet. And then it gives it, I would say, more of like a sedative effect than like more of like a uppity energizing effect.
All right.
So nice and relaxing.
Yeah, it's like a nighttime
Really
bug
feel
for
it.
sure.
Okay.
Little Sunday Driver for the Sunday night.
That 99 on Sunday. Oh, shit. Get ready
Cheers,
for
y'all.
the week. Cheers, my boy.
Oh, good. Yeah. And it's some purple flower. I wasn't really looking before, but
Yeah, that's some perk, dude.
it's definitely on the purple side for sure.
Definitely. Here you go, Wesley.
Smells very, very good.
Oh, then
It's
you're
like super fruity, too.
Right? For it being really high in caryophyllene, it's very sweet and fruity.
Yeah. Love that smell.
You mind ashing that for us?
I gotcha.
Thanks, bro.
Rip that shit.
where it was so clean I didn't want to snap it through, you know?
Appreciate that.
I let up. You're welcome. Remember
It's
that.
not my piece, but
I'm dead.
since I knew you were coming, I did give it a little wash up.
Dude, the respect.
Hell yeah, bro.
Huge shout out.
Maintenance.
Mm-hmm. JJ's he's a supporter of keeping your bongs clean.
Hey, clean your glass, clean your ass.
There you go.
Shout out Tokes for Goku, Tokes for Gohan on Twitter. Clean your glass, clean your ass. For real though, like if you're using glass pieces, you want to keep that as clean as possible because, I mean, bongs. Let's just get this straight. Like bongs are for effect. It's not for flavor. We all know this. Like that. You
That's
take
what
that
you'd
first,
say, huh?
100%. You take that first hit, tastes good. You take that second hit, tastes alright. Take that third hit, tastes like a bong. And then from then on, it's gonna taste like a bong. It'll taste like
What if you just take snappers?
you take. You
So
know,
the first hit is the
you definitely
ultimate.
taste. Then you gotta clean it every time. That's what I'm saying because it builds resin, and that resin has flavor. You know what I mean? Even if you change the water out, like it's gonna build on the walls and stuff. So like if you're trying to do a taste test, I don't recommend a bong. Definitely.
You don't recommend a clean bong
Even for a taste test?
for a taste test.
I
You wanna
would
taste something.
I would prefer a joint.
Okay.
It's closer to the mouth. The heat's right there. and you have no filtration covering any of the flavor.
But I'd say another way to put it too is like what JJ's saying is like even with a clean bong is like you have that one first hit to get the flavor and kind of like palate to the flavor and kind of decipher what it is. Whereas like if you have a joint, you have like a couple chances if you forget in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Or like have something else to go on.
But that's not talking shit on bongs, Like I mainly use a bong because I use cannabis mainly for its effects. A big side effect of that is its flavor. Like I'm like, well, this shit tastes awesome too, And I grew a taste for some of it. But like, yeah, when it comes to bongs, it's strictly for effect. I want to take a huge rip that I can't rip in a joint. Like I can rip half a joint in one hit out of a bong. Basically, half a joint.
Yes.
And will it taste good? Hell no. But will it get me high?
It might.
Hell yes.
He said that effect though.
That effect is always a guarantee.
It's gonna taste like smoke. And especially if you let it oxidize,
Exactly.
if you don't know how to hit a bong and you stop in the middle of it, and then you go to hit again and let that smoke oxidize, it's gonna get harsher. And so like there's nuances to bong use or like water pipe or even pipe use, But yeah, for flavor, joints.
You heard it here first.
Unless you literally have a clean piece for every. But then again, like, does the water change the flavor a little bit?
It could.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was curious about your take on it because I know a lot of people say glass is the way to go. Taste testing something, joints, straight, chillums, just straight hitters. All types of people, have different types of way to taste. But yeah, some valid points,
Just
my friend.
maybe just cheeching it. Grab some tweezers or a toothpick and stab the nug, and then just light the nug on fire and inhale it. That's how you get the best flavor, dude.
Hey,
no
bro, you're smoking through
papers.
the nug.
Pure flavor.
Pure flavor.
Cheeching that shit.
Pure nug. Pure nug. Never done that, have you?
No. Well, I mean, I have.
I have.
I definitely have a little
Mac
bit, but
has
not.
Hands.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna do a whole big ass nug. It was like, shit, we don't have a pipe. Like, I'm gonna do it because I'm in emergency. But
I used to heat two knives up
Didn't
on the
work very
oven
well.
and press the nugs, like push it in nugs and right over the oven.
Them knife hits.
knife
yeah.
hits.
Some old school. Yeah, that was like around the can time. And then everybody's like, cans, it's not good for your health. I was like, yeah, oven then.
Alright, we're gonna do knives now.
There's no paint involved in that. Just straight gas from the butane.
Well, people were like, oh, you got to get the ones that don't have the stainless steel paint on them, or you have to like burn it off because paint, that shiny on the knives, that's what people were inhaling too, and it was getting in their lungs. Yeah.
Going to mesothelioma.
Oh yeah, the mesothelioma, blah, blah.
Next thing you know, you're on a commercial. Oh no, dude.
And you sound
Did
like
you ever hit the?
you sound like
You
RFK.
ever do any knife hits with Cole's silverware cutlery set from 2005?
I never did any knife hits.
Oh, horrible, bro. Horrible. Anything can give us fucking cancer nowadays, yo. Even to the fucking lighters that we use.
That is true.
Even hemp wick, they're saying it's like more carcinogen. Like there's more carcinogens in hemp wick, so it's like, why would you add more carcinogens to your flower? But it's like, yeah, I don't know. There's so many, conversations about it and arguments and debates. But it's just like, if you're smoking weed, you're doing something right. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And I will say it's at some point it's by any means necessary. I think everybody's felt that, and it's been
Facts.
different levels for everybody, right? But
Par for the course.
everybody's felt like, yo, by whatever means, I got X product left. I got last of the cart. I got.
Well, that's why I smoke
last of the
resin.
flower I got. That's why I smoked resin.
I was like, fuck, I really want to get high. Resin's not healthy.
Doesn't taste good.
No. I haven't smoked resin in years. But
Kind of hurts your head too.
yeah, it kind of gives you a headache for some reason. Just like the lack of oxygen, maybe.
Just yeah, bro.
Lack of oxygen.
Lack of oxygen.
I don't know, because
Or like, what is it called? The tainted oxygen. Fucking resin. Tainted with resin.
but I smoked, quite a bit of Reclaim and didn't feel that bad.
Yeah, Reclaim's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Usually,
As long as you're not pulling that shit from the water. Like, I've seen some people pour that shit out on a silicone mat. Like, I'm gonna let that shit dry. And then they smoke it. I'm like, bro, you're rancid.
No, I think of I didn't, but one of like the homies would save the end of the joints, and he would like make a joint with those.
Yeah, roach.
eventually.
Yeah, roach.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've done that
that's-
before.
Dude, that's like a big debate right now on
I've
X.
seen
Have you
people do it. I haven't personally, but
You
like,
haven't?
no.
Have you seen the people on X making blunt roach joints? Like a ton of blunt.
Yeah, that's
sounds
low tough.
Dude, this
That's-
is crazy.
I've just done it with like a bunch of roaches because it's like I had like a bunch of them.
Yeah, but you
One
didn't.
day I
You
was,
took the paper off.
well, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You-
People are like keeping the paper on and then like rolling it with the
People just,
paper.
like, throw it all.
There's like throwing them in like a
Yeah.
mug.
throw it all in
dude.
there.
Little pebbles.
Little trash cans. On
That's that crazy, bro. Yeah, no, I was,
So then it just lights up like a fucking firework, just sparkler or some shit.
yeah. I mean, I'm done.
Hey, when you're down and dirty,
Exactly, bro.
I've
When that
smoked a
is,
lot of
so when
ground
that's your
weed.
low and that's what you got.
No,
Yeah.
that's like
It's like
resin
what-
in the piece,
It's
That's
one
like
of those
cleaning
like
the bomb.
in a sense like what the alternative is what you're gonna take all the end of the joint flower out and hit it out of a bong instead. Like that doesn't sound good either.
Either way, you're
You
gonna
know,
smoke
you said
that. That's
either
the
way.
thing.
But that's
Like,
what
You're
you
gonna
have.
get high
you're
that
gonna
day.
smoke that.
He said, but payday's the next day, so we'll be all right. We'll
Yeah, so
make
we'll
up
save
for it.
we'll save those for another rainy day.
He said re-ups next day, so don't even sweat it. We'll get back to some good stuff. All right. Lungs, you got to tough it out this one time for me.
Look, see, that's
know?
healthy stoner behavior right there. You don't need it sometimes. I mean, I'm saying this in the sense of, like people that don't actually, need it for like a medical reason.
Nah, fuck that shit. You need that 10-gallon water drum. Cut the bottom of that shit off, and gravity bong that big ass shit in the bathtub.
Bro, hey, you got to do that once in your life. Honestly, once in your life.
You do.
But hey, when you gotta thug it out, you gotta thug it out and wait to get some healthier shit.
Yeah.
Don't be smoking that resin.
No, when's the last time you guys smoked resin?
Oh, it's been a minute.
Dude, I can't even remember.
2 years?
No, it's been way longer for 2 years for me.
It's been at least 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I would take that back. Since I haven't cleaned my bong for a long time, I've been smoking resin from my bowl. So technically, maybe a week.
For 2 years, too. Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that, yo. Sometimes
It's not straight resin though. There's weed on top, but
It's just that it's a dirty bowl.
Oh, it's just a dirty bowl. No,
this
yeah.
is like new.
I feel like we're talking about like more like if you just go
Yeah.
scraping and you're like, all right, I'm gonna take a resin bowl,
Then probably
and
2
you just
years.
like plop it in there, start sizzling.
Oh.
Y'all been there?
Yeah,
You've
bro,
been there.
and then it instantly gives you a headache.
Uh huh.
And you're not high.
You said the wrong kind of headband, It's not
Yeah,
like
no, it's too tight. You're like,
it's just way too
a head
tight.
shot, bro.
yeah.
You can't feel nothing.
And then sometimes, like, I don't know, I've been sick off of resin. Like, Mac,
I
me
feel
and
you.
Mac made this crazy bowl that my brother-in-law ended up hitting too, like, in the middle of the night. So me and Mac would, like, have these fucking degen-ass nights, staying up, playing video games or whatever, and getting super fucking baked. So we had some hash. I don't even remember what it was. Some shatter or whatever. We had some fire ass bud. We put the bud. We were loading a bowl, in a bong. We put a layer of bud. What was it? Keef. The hash. More keef.
It was like a ball.
And then a
Like-
ball of resin. and then more weed.
No, it was the ball of resin coated in keef. We'd roll it, so it tasted good. We'd like fool ourselves.
It would look crazy.
Shit gold.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's paint and shit gold.
That fool's
Exactly.
gold, dude.
yeah. It was
Gold.
25
The
minutes.
fool's hash.
Yeah, it took 25 minutes to make the damn ball because we're like putting nugs around the damn thing and like stacking it up all nice.
Yeah, it looked like a
Spraying
crown and shit.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, that
I'm-
sounds cool as fuck.
It was
Oh,
yeah.
But yeah, I got way fucking high, dude. I was
Yeah.
ripping that shit. And then my brother-in-law comes out. He's like, "What are you guys doing? Oh, let me hit it." He said that's still the highest he's ever been to this day. Like from that bowl.
Yeah, he didn't even take a big hit. It was like
Yeah,
a little
he's like-
one. He's like, oh,
Yeah, starts
blew it out
fucking
instantly.
freaking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was in the fucking. We made it. Finished the bowl. Fucking high as fuck. Made it into the bedroom. Made it into the house. I'm in my room looking at the TV. We were like watching some crazy YouTube shit, and all of a sudden, nausea, straight up. Oh no, like I'm sick.
Starts greening out. I'm sure it's greening out, dude.
I cover my mouth.
But the wrong kind of greening out.
I cover my mouth with both my hands like this. So it's like this, but not all the way. Start throwing up. And it starts spraying through my fingers all over the room, dude. Gets everywhere on all the walls. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, do I go in the hallway at the bathroom or my bedroom bathroom? And I'm doing this thing where I'm like, oh, this way, that way, this way, that way.
Spraying all
All over
directions.
the place, dude. And
I was
finally,
laughing too.
yeah, he's right there beside me.
Yeah.
Finally, you know,
Was it projectile?
Yeah. Like at first I felt bad, but then when you started doing this and spraying, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking.
well,
fun.
I finally I think I made it to the toilet.
Yeah.
I was exhausted at that point.
He was
Like
sweating.
I was out, like greened out.
He
Like
was dripping sweat.
yeah, it was just I was.
He looked like
and
he had the flu.
he had to take care of me. He was
Yeah.
cleaning the walls and shit, and I'm like, bro, you don't gotta do that. Like you're good. And he's like, no.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Why didn't you clean this shit up? It's like, all right, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, you just saw.
Yeah, dude, that was a crazy ass resin hash weed keef bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't talk about resin.
But then he also had a lot of coffee, so it's a lot of caffeine.
Yeah, and we were
So-
caffeinated too because we were fucking degenerates, bro.
Yeah, it was 3 in the morning. Can't stay awake as much without the caffeine. So we were like super
Valid.
stoned with Red Bulls maybe something.
Yeah, it was definitely energy drinks at that time.
Yeah.
Or maybe the gas station coffees or whatever, the fucking real shitty ones where you just press a button.
Oh yeah, we'd mix
It
it.
makes that exact sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
and
into your
and then
gut.
Wow.
and then it just it's just like
You
dirty.
just know it's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be your asshole.
hear
in
that
about
sound.
10 That's gonna be your asshole in about fucking 10 to 15 minutes.
Like the boomerang, it's just gonna come right back,
Yeah.
But no, it's just dirty ass hot water going over. Oh, look at who's calling me.
A Chapaloni.
What's up, fool?
I think I'm right outside the door.
Oh, are you?
I got it.
We're coming to get you.
They're coming for you.
Coming straight onto the pod.
Damn, we got Sep pulling up right now. Such a blessing to have that man back on the fucking podcast. Haven't seen him in a bad minute. When's the last time you seen him?
Same. I feel like it's been a minute. Oh, he came and picked up.
Okay, so you saw him like a couple weeks, like a week ago or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's been since then. It's been since then.
Still, bro. Fuck. I haven't seen Sep in a minute. That's the boy.
That's the dog.
Yeah, probably
That's the dog, dude.
I've seen you like
That's
many
the dog, you know what I'm
times,
saying?
but we just didn't know.
What's up?
Oh shit! I was like, you know what? They might still be getting started. You know what I mean? Let me go see. This is a tight set. Dude. Your grandma's face is tight, dude.
Yeah, man.
This is like old school. This is tight. Dang, already getting there.
Hell yeah, bro.
0%. What's up? Yeah,
For sure.
0%.
Who's in here?
Oh, Mac is.
Mac, but
What?
you take out my chair.
Yeah, I want to take your chair down.
You can have the king's chair then.
What? Yeah, I'll take the t-shirt.
Yeah,
For the king.
table.
Bro, what's up, man? How's the family, man? How are
the baby
you?
down, dude. I was like, it's 8 o'clock. It's early.
Dude, I love you.
Sep, say hello to the people real quick.
I'm saying, what's up, y'all? What's popping? What's going on, man?
Oh, you're not believing
Wishing you guys. Oh, yeah, you know what? If you want to just cross it, I'm just gonna.
He was ready to.
Just
Whatever
lays on by right here, man. I got you then.
Whatever's quickest, man.
Oh shit! You guys still recording?
Yeah.
You guys are recording right now?
Right now, big dog. Let them know.
You guys,
Shit.
she's pulling out something for you guys.
Oh shit!
Hey, dog.
I already told them about it, dude. I've been telling everybody.
How is it?
This shit is probably the most like. When I first hit it, I thought I was like munching on some fucking garlic in my mouth.
That's what I said.
That shit was so crazy. It like I've never, I just never have smoked anything that came close to a taste coming through.
It
like
changed
that.
the
That
experience.
GMO was, and just hitting it like this, you know, like a versus like a full rip, like it also makes a difference too. But yeah, man, Mr. Live Bubble Hash does his own grow, his own like living soil at his own spot. He does a lot of his own R&D and stuff. Dude, I'll show you guys real quick, dude. My phone's gonna die.
That
Fucking
Mastercraft.
bitch.
Here, what charger you got?
Type C.
I got you.
Oh my
Is it
dog.
wireless?
Mastercraft. You know what I'm
If
saying?
you got a wireless, I can put that on there. But you need to plug it.
Oh damn it.
Way faster.
How much were those? They were
40 half grand.
40 half.
He usually does the same like everybody else, under 200 a ticket, but because he was going through surgery. And he's known for his oatmeal cookies that are just full of live rosin hash, $20 a pop.
I saw those.
Hey, I sent an email to this company. They came back at me. It's like a bond company.
Ooh.
Has a rank.
Oh, that's crazy. You can just smell it a little bit too. You can smell it too, dude. It's like that, just like that garlic, that
I
funk
smell
that
that
comes
already.
through, but the taste is pretty gnarly, dude. Oh, this is what I was waiting for too, right here.
Oh, man,
The
bro.
stupid kid. I wanted a cup it so bad when I got paid, and I was like, fuck. Next paycheck, maybe he might have it on there, but damn.
The blue slushy is like very more like, it's like candy. It's very sweet.
I've heard of the stupid kid farms, dude. Damn.
I'm just gonna bring this thing so I have a longer cord. I'm just gonna plug it straight into here for you. So you can show everybody without making us move over here to the plug.
Smooth.
Bada bing.
Dude, people are missing out on the rosin game, man. That's good.
That's really good.
That's some good hardware too.
Doesn't that taste sweet?
Hell yeah. For $150, $50 a pop. Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn, this is like a nice little head rush.
Dude, isn't that insane, dude?
But that flavor is
The flavor is insane.
very like
Insane.
where you guys rank. It's very
Shout out to Stupid Kid, man.
Straight up garlic.
Stupid. You stupid, man. Damn. That's some sick ass labeling too, dude. That is fire.
I've never tasted anything like that.
Welcome to Living Soil. No till.
so that next level.
Welcome to the future.
It's crazy,
Said,
dude. His jars are like his culture jars. Like, to see how thick the terps are from the rest of it, and then you see him just whip it again, and like that's your own stuff. Like you whip out in your own backyard, just like what's his name, Masonic. Masonic.
Masonic's another one.
Yeah.
Has his own thing at home, sells his own CDs. What we got here, dude?
We got everything ready for you. Runs. No, this one's actually the.
Damn, I had a
Sunday
fucking peach maraschino at the house. That thing was
Hit
ringing.
that Sunday, dude.
This is the Sunday driver.
In the bomb?
Yeah.
Fire.
This is some Pine Sol 85 from Wholesome, some live resin.
The Pine Sol?
Yeah, they're Pine Sol 85. It's
Pine
like
Sol.
Afghan times sour diesel times Pine 85. It's like 4 strains all mixed together in their description. Tastes pretty
that.
good. It's pretty like wine.
So it's the rosins mixed together instead of
Bunch of resin. Yeah, a bunch of
Alright.
that live
I see.
resin. Not
Instead
bad,
of
huh?
like a strain. Because I've seen strains that are that crazy.
Right. Like
So-
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that's an interesting.
Like, I thought it was gonna be like a lot more
Right.
terpenally, a lot
Yeah.
more like
It just has like a
that, like,
slight
crazy
yeah,
citrus,
It's too
but it's
many
not.
mixed together that I couldn't.
It's
put
like
it-
food.
But it,
Put
yes.
too many food together.
I get
Yes,
pretty
turns
heavy
bland.
more. Like I get lemon.
Yep, that's what I
I get a
first got
lot
to.
of lemon.
It's probably just because of the style of resin.
Just looks, dude.
Most of them are pretty sweet.
Sunday?
Yeah. Well, the bottom right,
Right.
left, yeah.
Maybe we smoke it. Or at least we
I don't even know.
Fuck.
Usually the rotation goes left, right. I don't know.
We can smoke
Okay.
it here. Nice. I'm down for it, dude. I'm
Well, you
with
did
it.
I know, right?
left over there the longest without that thing, you know.
Session creator program.
Whoa.
That's this dude, dude.
It kind of tastes like Tide, bro. Like what Tide would taste like.
Tie, huh?
Tide, like.
Tied
Are
up.
these the
Tied up.
people that are sending you hash for
In
it?
your mouth.
That's Zolt.
Oh, shit. Oh, nice. It's separate. You can see my face.
Ooh.
That's through
Oh,
Austin.
there you are. Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
my
It
people.
is Sep.
Did you want any
This
of that
thank
hash?
you.
No.
Oh,
You want to get any
Because
hash
he wants to
from
get some, and I'm already.
Austin?
He's already sending me a pack, so he was asking.
I hate to be the
We can just go in on a 2 grammer, split the 2 grammer.
Damn, I'm so. That's how. After I spent on these, because I bought 3 of these, the same like Wes did. So I got 200 bananas at the house. Well, one of them's done, so I got one left that I haven't opened.
He said 200.
And they're, because yours is half gram too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
that's the
half
game
gram.
for all rosin. Yeah, so after I dropped on that, and red was last, I was like, but don't worry, man, Texas is coming soon though.
But yeah, those are gonna send me a bomb in my favorite color.
You're gonna drop 80 on a 2 grammer?
Nah, that's what I'm trying to have or something.
I know, I'm like, damn, but 40 for one.
I mean, that's fine with me. To try some Hawaiian trips, he said that shit's fire.
Duckman
as
half
fuck.
shit is up there though.
Yeah,
From
he said that shit's fire, and that rainbow guava sounded good.
damn.
If not,
I
it's
mean,
fine.
he's putting the papaya juice in competition.
Dude, his next batch though, he said he was telling me some of them. That shit sounded fire. I forgot what it was, but
Was it on the live?
huh?
Was he telling us on the live?
No, I called
Is
this
this
when
on?
I called him.
Wow.
Is it?
So I don't know. I think we'll like.
Oh,
I'm
no,
trying to read up
okay,
from
cool.
Ross.
I didn't
So
know if it
I'm
was
gonna hit
on.
up. I'm gonna hit up Alex and get some of that.
Fire.
Now it's on.
Hey.
Yeah, what the fuck was it not on?
No, you're good. I was like, just staring at it.
Yeah, I think it's because we were using this side.
Hey.
Yeah, he wanted the super fast charging, so he was using this one.
Jackery.
Yeah, he was going brick.
Shout out to the Jackery, dude.
Yeah. And I like to decharge it so I don't fucking kill the battery. You gotta drain it sometimes.
Yeah. It's a nice little thing.
Only $60.
It's a nice
Yeah,
bomb,
dude.
too. Nice bomb.
This one's like,
Hash.
yeah.
This.
JJ got this probably 14 years ago or something for me. I don't know.
For real?
Yeah. That thing's old.
Hell yeah,
This
bro.
is-
Yeah, but it feels indestructible too.
Yeah.
It really does
It
feel
looks
like one
brand
that
new.
This is Mr.
would
Like,
survive like.
I could probably break toilets with
this is
it.
in my
Yeah, I know where to buy. I know how to buy a good piece of glass.
You know,
Yes, you do,
like-
sir.
R&D, we're testing all these.
But this is like his own, like, him whipping up his shit. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
like his homegrown stuff. Like, you know, his
Those are the vapes I'm talking about. The O2, like the all glass.
like his, like these are his oatmeal cookies that he's like known for. Apparently they fucking hit you like a ton of bricks, but even that right there, dude. All of his homegrown too, so it's like I was like, I'll tap in for the one time if he's throwing it out there. But that's next right there. Dude, that Telegram chat go fucking crazy, bro. I want to try the cherry once. I might have to cop some from you a little bit. You still got some? Or is it done?
Yeah, I brought it with me.
Oh,
You wanna
that
see
cherry
it?
runs
Yeah,
it.
the
Cherry runs it.
Busted it
Nice,
out.
bro.
Yeah.
I haven't even-
Was that the one that you
Hey, you have that Kush too?
Yeah, bro.
Is it Kush?
Welcome to Utah Cannabis Club.
Says if it's half for 35.
We're gonna have to cut a lot of this shit out.
Oh, are we?
Not live and uncut.
Yeah.
Rhonda, no, I'm
Now we drop a
with
lot of
you.
names.
I'm with you. Whoa. I like your two cigars, dude.
The last one. This was what I just recently got. This what's the Ona Butter Kush.
Ooh, I heard about that. That one on the chat was going heavy. Nice. Might have grabbed one, but I don't know.
He really wants me to say that.
Good job, Jar.
Smack me.
Good job, drug.
Good job. Flower.
Yeah, that shit was nice.
Damn.
Thank you, buddy.
Wanna see
You can
that.
definitely see the kush.
yeah,
You
boy.
can definitely see the kush use in this for sure.
Ooh.
What is that one? The Ona what?
Ona butter kush.
It's like a slight.
And it was like,
To me, it reminds me like a.
it's a
slippery
kush
feeling.
cross to peanut butter breath.
Ooh, peanut butter breath.
So,
Nice.
Really good.
Dude, that tune goes fucking crazy. Have you guys smoked it yet?
no. I just
No,
barely pulled
we
it out.
haven't seen these.
Shit.
This is the cherry runs.
Oh, what
I
was this?
still
The
have
Ona?
A
Yeah.
little bit of it.
Oh no.
The sherry
Yeah,
runs
Ona,
on
yeah.
that.
O-N-A butter kush.
Yeah,
Ona
slaps.
butter kush.
Schlaps. Schlaps. That's a Dragon Ball right there.
Dude, you might as well just start getting a little wash. Freeze it, you know what I'm saying? Shake it.
You teach me, bro?
Cured resin.
For real, bro. Teach us.
You teach me?
What?
You teach me sometime?
Let's
know.
teach each other.
Where's our bro at? Is he still part of the gang or what? Did he just voluntarily?
You just didn't check in today.
Our boy Anton. I'm just kidding. Oh what? I'm kidding. Damn Anton.
That was a good one. Oh, whoa. Hello.
Samuel Adams. That's awesome.
Asking longer.
Shout outs.
What's up with y'all, man? What's been What's been happening?
Well, dude, we just been smoking, to be honest. We've been smoking all of this.
Let's freaking go, dude.
Since the moment we started.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Those pens smack. All these pens that I mean, like, through the roof.
Yeah,
You
I'm fucking
feel it.
ripped.
Yeah, mine too.
I be
Like,
feeling
my nerves. Just looking swollen.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Some long time
Just rough
shit. What's this one right
Thanks,
here?
everyone.
This one is a mix of
Super
the,
boof.
Yeah, super boof and the driver.
Sunday driver.
Yeah, it's a boof base, driver top.
What?
I can go grab some keef and top it with some keef.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I know,
I don't
man.
even.
Why not? And then you take a dab.
What? Dude, who is this?
Yeah.
This weekend, where's Robin? He's just like, dude, this
Gotta go too heavy.
Yeah,
This
you're going-
motherfucker's been doing like 7 blinkers at once. I'm like, I can't even.
He's going hard. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Gotta move
Well,
around
Hey,
more.
where do you think I come from?
Yeah.
Come on.
Who do you think got me high for the first time?
What?
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
I'm going upstairs to grab the
Nice,
keef.
man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Congrats.
Gonna do a little cartwheel for you.
Yeah, anybody else need a battery? I got more batteries for phone.
Shit, good looking, man. You know what's crazy?
No, batteries on batteries.
Dr. Green Thumb showing up here, genetics in Utah.
Yeah.
We need to tap into that. Because if Flower Shop can send flour from Dr. Green Thumbs, and we go to an event where Dr. Green Thumbs is at,
No B-reels there?
or B, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we get the genetics and like, yo, man, we wanted to test out their tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 flour. We're gonna see what Dr. Green Thumbs and Flower Shop all about. I think that'd be really sick to do a little something like that. We actually do a table like this. You know what I mean? Shoot a camera, have a couple of you guys just review it. Especially because it's Dr. Green Thumbs, they're MSO. So, you know, they're a little multi-state a little bit. So now they're kind of in different places. So when we review,
They
Dr.
like
Green Thumbs,
our
other states can start to chime in and listen to us too.
Dr. Green Thumb Utah Instagram account liked our story yesterday.
They have a 3-level tier. Do you see that on their flower?
Yeah.
Their top
White,
tier,
green, black.
black. Yeah, 3-star black is their like top tier
Have you seen any?
flower.
No,
I just know that
I haven't
it's
seen
have
it.
you? And it's
Yeah,
kind of-
see,
there's,
but what's
there's
on it?
grape cakes for I think the white one, and then the double chem, which is in the green one. Green is the mid, green is middle. White is just like just lower tier, I guess. It's 35 and 8. The green is 45. I'm pretty sure the black will be like 55. Yeah, I think probably 55.
Damn, so Big Half still takes the first place for being the most expensive 8 so far still.
Yeah, I haven't seen the black ones, so
What was the most expensive?
They're 8s.
Yeah.
How much again?
It's like 60, 65, man.
yeah.
It's like normal. I've seen back in my day.
For what,
like,
dispensaries?
yeah.
That's tough, dude.
And so
It's
I
the game
mean,
you play. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you got your Modelo's and you got your craft beers.
Yeah, I was gonna
You know
say.
what I mean? You got like those that'll be in between.
Yeah.
I want the Modelo and the craft together, so we like a half and half.
You make the best of both worlds.
I like
If
them
you saying
all,
that, you
right?
see like the Neptune chat talking about the Watson flower.
Dude, I for some reason
The Watson
was so
flower.
close. They almost convinced me. They almost convinced me.
Dude, I was so close.
That
dude.
Colby-
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was just when it was the 7 grams basically for like 120. But it's from this known grower from there's this recent competition. Yeah, you gotta show them, bro. I don't know. It's just fire. Like the way they talk up this guy and the brand, you're like, shit.
Salesman.
Well, fuck, I'll drop the money if it's what you guys all say it is. But the packaging is like A1. And not only did I see it on the chat, I saw it on Instagram too. Which was pretty crazy to see that, correlation popping.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
It reached Instagram, my feed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Telegram.
Shit. The universe is aligned.
Like Elon Musk.
That's what he's doing with his hand. Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Elon knows what's
Elon
up.
Musk.
Elon Musk. I'm
Elon Musk.
So he had a couple different strains, but it's 125 for a quarter, and this is like
25 for a quarter.
yeah,
$125 for a quarter ounce. I mean quarter pound.
no quarter.
I know, right?
Damn, bro.
And
But
this
you're
is
like, dang.
you want like the absolute best of the best. Look no further. Watson Supply Co has been leading the charge on ultra premium flour for over a decade, and just goes on to test like how they do all their stuff and everything.
It looks so good, dude. Man,
You need to power slide with some PowerPoint shit. I don't want to read. I'm too stoned.
It's crazy.
I need some
But they be putting out stuff like that, and then their hash too, and like it's like 2 grams for like 170 or something like that for the hash.
Damn.
Did you guys see this one?
What is it?
Ice wash on a lake.
Oh yeah.
You see this shit?
I think we talked about this on the podcast.
Ready? Bro, it's so wild. Ready? Is it?
Yeah, so what Sep's showing us right now is a video of some people making hash on a frozen lake in the middle of winter.
They're literally all the equipment. Right?
And they use the ice from the lake, right, to make the hash?
Yeah, they got the reverse osmosis. They got the gallons of water too.
Very well. It hasn't been allowed to get soggy and then freeze into a brick. Lock her down. This is going to be some nice purple material.
Bro, we did that in our own lake here in Utah during the winter. What? They got steak on.
Cooking up, you have.
Dude, look at that.
That would be next level. Not even gonna lie.
What? Bro, that's wild, dude.
That's fucking tight.
That was some gangster shit, dude.
Super cool,
Look like
dude.
just opening the freaking water. It's like, damn. Hash, man.
Where do you think they were?
That was Canada.
That was Canada.
That was Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, they were in the
Let's
Canadian.
go.
Shout out
Yes.
hashtag. Shout out hashtag.
Shout out hashtag. What do you think it takes for people to like hop on the rosin game? Like when you tell someone like, "Hey, I got rosin," or "I got like this depends." Do you think people will catch on to that like rosin game?
I think a big part of it's just more of like affordability.
Affordability, huh? That high
And then-
ticket to low ticket.
And I say that because of how much we consume. To be honest, you know what I mean? The people that like the half gram would last them a month. Like, yeah, you should definitely pay like double the price for the best thing possible because it's gonna last you so long.
Right.
Damn.
And that's what it is nowadays. Man. Oh, wow, look at that thing. I feel like
It's
I just,
rolling. He freaking cooked it. He cooked it, bro. I'm freaking dead.
You said it's still going?
You're not wrong.
I'm sure it's
still
because the
rolling a
Keef.
little bit,
The
but
Keef made a light up like a Christmas tree.
Should we hit that cherry? Should we hit that Ona?
Oh, yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Should we hit that
that's what
Ona?
this is.
That's the Uno.
Oh, nigga.
Is that grinder empty? By chance?
I got
Don't look at me when I say that, bro.
You gotta put a nug in there for a base.
What the?
Like,
Why'd you look at me, bro? We weren't supposed to say it.
Oh, you did it.
No shit.
Oh my god.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Dude, it's about to be, what is it? March. People are starting to
What are you
about
talking
to,
about?
people are about to start like popping in like the next 2 months. It'll be crazy. People are setting out seeds for like pheno hunts, you know? People are excited. There's gonna be like, I only know of one breeding project, and that's the Mr. Live Bubble Ash, but he's got a lot. He's like 1,000 pineapple seeds. I'm doing a mega pheno hunt. Let me know, whoever your buddies. I'll send them out. I'm like, damn, 1,000. Ooh, popping 1,000 beans.
How are your plans, bro?
You know what's crazy? They're not looking too bad. Because I didn't top them, I bonsai'd the out of them.
Allegedly.
Yeah, bonsai. They're still alive, which is, you know, it's actually,
No, I'm saying like your plants allegedly.
yes, allegedly the tomatoes are looking really. They could be bigger for sure, but with no added ingredients to the soil or anything, just straight, you know, water and literally just water and fertilizer for the tomatoes. But super excited for the
Ooh, that's
harvest it.
sneaky.
So yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for the harvest as well.
This is gonna need a little bit of editing,
Yeah, it's
dude.
gonna be.
But I love it.
That's why I had to say that shit.
Yeah, they actually died. So. Yeah, they're gone.
Dude, I should like
Dead.
quite as much.
Darn.
Dead and gone.
Darn.
Yep, next time. We'll get it right next time.
Them tomatoes.
There you go.
Damn tomato.
Them tomatoes.
Do you want the hemp wick?
yeah, the wig. Take the wig. It makes it taste better.
Take
You know, you got no feel.
It's that H2O in there, boy.
Yeah, you like this.
Boy was coming off.
You need some water. You want cold water or room temperature?
Oh, can I actually
Let us
cool
know.
room
Both is
temperature?
right there.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one.
Hitting that on a cotton mouth, that's crazy.
Cheers.
He said, hold on. Let me fix that.
We also got this thing.
Oh, I gotta taste the terps, you know what I'm saying?
Izzy.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go.
Broccoli mango, what?
Yeah, there's also grape and apple.
Damn, could I try the apple perhaps?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, my man.
Yo, man, have you ever
Apple's
talked
fire,
about
it's green
abstracts?
I know.
Did I ever mention to you them?
I knew it had to be green.
Terpy cup. Like
Thank
the money
you,
that
man.
they're making in right now.
If you want one.
I don't think we talked about them heavy when when we
Bro,
worked.
after working with all
Back
the
when I
terps,
worked.
like we work heavy with their terpenes. Dude, I didn't know that abstracts accounts for more than 30% of the terpene market right now.
Oh.
They just profited 60 mil last year in revenue, and he just grossed the magazine of Forbes.
Profit.
Guess what they're calling him? They're calling him the Willy Wonka of weed.
The Willy.
Have you seen his website? The abstracts website? You've seen it, right?
I haven't checked it out recently.
Dude,
It's the same
so
thing, but
cool.
even now more emphasized, more color, more information, and now they're dropping an abstracts academy where you can learn about terpene science and courses, and they'll send you. It's funny because Veronica she gave me a little terpene bottle. She's like, this one is it was laying around here from abstracts a while ago, and I was like, damn, thank you, dog. So I got this little Baccio gelato. That's the one that you guys saw. And Mario Guzman, they team up with all the breeders, and they go through over 100 different variations of the bottle before they get it right. So they keep going back with Mario or whatever breeder, and they'll make sure like, hey, is this the right one? Nah, redo it. Nah, this is not the right feeling. No, this is not the right feeling. And then that's when you guys saw that Baccio gelato was like the gassiest they've ever tested. But that's as much as they can only test for, because there's so many they don't know. You know what I mean, that are still in the plant. So who knows which terpene company is gonna go forward, but Abstracts right now is leading the fucking.
I didn't know necessarily
Yeah,
that they were
they're
that
doing
big, especially like
No, when they
necessarily
do-
profits and
Dude,
stuff.
they
That's
call him
wild.
Willy Wonka of fucking cannabis.
That's
like
crazy.
this shit's crazy. Look, I'll show you.
That's a crazy title to have.
Right?
That's pretty dope.
Willy Wonka of weed.
Hell yeah.
Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka.
Weedy
Bro in the
Wonka.
lab mixing up and making all the terps. And testing all the terps.
Testing all the terps. Dude, look at that shit right there.
That I did not picture. I forgot what it looked
Yeah,
like. That's not what I pictured.
Willy Wonka.
But on the as soon as you like look at the fucking science, it's the
Why
YouTube
you
video
laugh,
of him
dude?
right behind the
Why'd you
table. Hey guys, what's up, man? Welcome to Abstracts. You know, but I also looked up a couple different companies, and I think terpene belts might be a little
I
bit.
thought like a ginger.
They're like
I thought
different
it was
terp
like a
company.
ginger.
But I think that's gonna be the
It
next
was like
wave in
like
Utah,
kind of
man.
abstracts.
It's the terpene
Yeah.
companies, man.
But
Because the
I was
nicotine
wrong.
companies.
you were
going on.
definitely wrong.
Nick
It's-
bars.
I
At least they're on
100%.
hold
It's,
for the time being, you know.
Yeah, they definitely are. But still, terpenes in general.
Terpenes in general.
Jay.
what?
They're gonna be used for a lot of stuff.
What?
Say it with your chest. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you have to say, dude?
Nothing. I don't have shit to say.
Nice.
Except that I'm sending positive
This is
vibes
mine.
to
I'd
each
love
and
for
every
you to
single
try
one of
it,
you.
to be honest.
You sure?
About to take this hit.
You got the
of,
ash
what
in
is
the last
this,
one.
gentlemen?
On about a kush.
But it's
It's
my
all about a
weed.
kush.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've already tried it.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Fam.
it.
So
And there's plenty
it's just
more.
one of exactly. Unfortunately, it's just one of those.
Unfortunately,
Have
there's
to
too
pass,
much.
and then I'll take the first one of the next. You know.
Exactly. Good. You take greens.
It's like I didn't top it at all. I should have just topped it. But that's like the top of the bud.
It's rolling.
But it's like this. Literally, and has all of them. Because I don't know why. I was just like, I want to see what it looks like. I literally bent, like, I followed Kai Cushman's video, fucking bent the fucking, wrinkled the
nice.
fucking stem until it bent. Dude, came back the next day and there was a fucking knuckle right there on the branch, but it just stayed bent
It's
that
kinda
way
peanut
though.
buttery.
But it was stronger. So it's like
Reminds
creating
me
a
of-
knuckle apparently, and then I just grabbed the trellis and I just put it on top and pulled down, and then I have a little fan that like blows up with the humidity. Oh shit! Is this on mic? Fuck. So is this on mic?
Much better now.
It's all been all like.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, we got editor up in this
I have
bitch.
like the
Well,
lights.
we gotta get something to record, so.
That like sucks in.
Yeah, they sound like some freaking. They look very happy, bro. This is some freaking plants.
It's like it's
Choppy as fuck.
I like them.
5 minutes.
If they're really,
We hung out for 45
they're good
minutes.
with crispy, but they're really looks like it, but they're really nothing. So. But I'm excited though, because now I know what to do better next time. Just focus on one. Try to do some LST. Try to like choose a good genetic, maybe a regular. We'll see. Because one hermit on me, bro, really bad. I saw balls everywhere.
That was the big switch for me. One huge plant, bro. That 5-gallon plant was a lot to take care of. Not even gonna lie. Whole lot to feed.
Can I see that lighter real quick? Yeah.
And I didn't even get as much as people normally get, to be real. I got like maybe like it's slightly above average. But like people be filling out, like you got a 4x4 tent. Some people be filling that motherfucker out, dude. Some people be wall to wall foot colas in that thing everywhere. Not even gonna lie.
Dude,
So
Utah growers.
That was nice.
What's up? Utah growers.
Did you guys talk to that guy?
Yeah, well, I've talked to him, just chat. I haven't met up with him yet. I just told him shit's been going on, obviously.
Utah Cannabis Cup.
Gabe said apparently he's making waves.
That's what Gabe said.
Who?
That guy. What's
The
his name?
Golden Farms.
He's making waves.
Yeah, because he's been like asking people to.
He's just asking everybody in the industry to be a part of the Growers Cup.
Yeah, he
He's
doing his thing. He's got like some crazy genetics though in his store too.
Hmm.
Like his seed packs. I'm like, damn. My dude knows his shit.
Yeah, he's trying to get something going.
Love that. Respect it.
I want to say some other stuff, but I can't really say it. I want to say some other stuff.
You want to just cut it?
I want the feds.
You want to just say it and we'll cut it?
Police. No, I was kidding. You'll never catch me. I'm just kidding. That was a good one, man. I like the kush. I can definitely feel and taste the kush notes on that one. On a butter.
It's like it's peanut butter bread times kush. Something kush.
Nice. How was it in the J for you?
Honestly, they burn pretty solid.
Nice.
They're definitely more in like the salt and pepper. But turkey, like the oil ring, is pretty solid.
Pretty
to be real.
Hell yeah. That's good.
Yeah, but not full white. It's just
No,
something.
no, I wouldn't say any of this
Oh. They're going to cut this soon.
has been.
Cutting this genetic. No more white runs.
Yep. That's the last of the white runs right there.
I love runs.
No more.
Let the people know you love runs.
Runs is good, man. Runs is really good. I really like it.
What do you like about runs?
It has like a certain smell to it that's distinctive than other ones, like a softer, creamier.
It's different. It's very different.
I called it cologne.
You know, type of like a what?
A cologne.
A clone?
Yeah, it has that nice subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle. It's nothing too strong.
Yeah, it's like really subtle, and it's also like that.
So pleasant.
It's like a creamy, pleasantly flavor.
Yeah.
Too. Like every time I open it, I feel like I can not differentiate the runs, but like if I guess I'm told it, I'll be like, oh man, that does remind me of another runs, you know. But I do enjoy the run because it also reminds me of the pen that we hit. That was a Lance. The smell reminds me of the Lance taste that we had
Yeah.
back at Emerald. That's why it almost has that distinct flavor that's almost like similar.
No, that Lance pen was.
Yeah, man, that had us on a chokehold. That pen was on our
That
neck.
was pressure for sure. That was.
Oh, great Lance.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That rosin syrup, dude.
Oh my gosh, man. Them rocking peaches in there. That was crazy.
Yeah,
they just
that
had the
was awesome,
Olympics
dude.
too. Just recently.
Yeah.
Some of that stupid fights. Yeah, man.
Out there
It's like
throwing
away from
hands. I
the
was like,
winners.
What are y'all dabbing out there?
Tell
You'll
the
dab in
people,
the
Sep,
spray
like, what do you
packs.
think about the spray? What do you think about the fights that happened at the Olympics? Like, do you
Whoa,
think?
crazy.
Shit, before I even get to the freaking fight, dude, shout out to the freaking winners of the Olympics where that dumb fight even took place.
And so you gotta put the spotlight on, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. You know, like for the most unique was number 15 Hall of Fame from Zowers. Gassiest flower was number 24 Nameless by Mega Wellness OG. Best looking number 17 Pound Cakes Farm Double Bubble. And heaviest hitting Nameless Mega Wellness OG. So Mega Wellness OG, they kill it, man. Oh shoot. Best terp smell, first place. LA Family Farms. Best tasting, LA Family Farms Zamosa. Jello shots, third place. Sea Junkie.
LA Family
Shout out She Junkie.
Dang.
That's sick, dude.
Best overall, Zamosa. Ether from Angel City Farmers. Bosky Genetics. Champu. Rosin, Beyond Organics, Beyond Z. Ooh, Dab Life Sabin is that Cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe.
Alien Labs, man. I be seeing him a lot on Twitter, man.
Yeah, he goes hard on X.
Best overall, Beyond Organics. Strawburst. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, I would love to attend one of these like Rosin to see like
best of the
that
best.
next level. Like you're just like, whoa, this is what you guys are smoking, man. This is what we're setting the bar. I don't
What do you
know if
think the biggest like dab events are to come to mind?
I would say
Because I think like PuffCon.
PuffCon, yeah. So like I don't know if Spanibus is one, but I know Concentrate is like heavy there because of like the Piatella Family Farms. You know, that's where like the whole
Yeah, I mean,
Piatella
Emerald Cup, we had
thing
quite a
started.
bit of fire hash.
Oh, we definitely did.
Third generation Family Farms, they do a competition. They just had one, a private one, invitation only. a Masters of the Rosin
Yeah.
that happens in
There you
like
go. Yeah.
Spain, New York, LA, Austin, you know what I mean? Like, or not Austin, but like Detroit, like Master Lords of the Rosin.
There's someone
Like, that
doing,
one's crazy.
I can't remember who it is,
Yeah.
but they're doing like competitions too, like $20,000 to get in, you know, and then however many people get in, that's the buyout right there.
Damn.
And I think it's preferred. No, it's not preferred. So it's someone on X, but yeah, wild shit, dude. Like,
No, that's crazy. Because it would be, I think it'd be crazy to go to one that's like pretty much dabber concentrate focused.
Yep.
Because like, don't get me wrong, like what JJ said, like when we went to the Emerald Cup, like it was definitely like we had a lot of concentrate, a lot of different types of hash and everything, but to go to one that would be only that would be pretty wild in what you see.
100%.
You know what I mean? That's when I think people are busting out like
there you go.
hash wraps
The Eagle
and
Clash.
stuff and like things that we didn't see. Where it's like
the
only that.
thumbprint.
A lot more craft. So
Like, have you heard of the Eagle Clash?
ego clash, yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
the only
sure.
one that's just straight
The
like
Eagle Clash.
concentrate, just like rosin and stuff. Invite only.
Oh, that one's rosin. Dang.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like
Well, it's not just rosin; it's just hash.
yeah, just
Oh,
like it's pretty crazy. Like they just had one in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hash. Yeah. But like I think when they invite people from like that are known hash makers in different cities. So they send out an invitation to them. You know, which is like, oh shoot. I don't know if you guys saw the Willy Wonka one that was just made, like the Willy Wonka box one, the rosin one. Fuck, I gotta find that one. That one was fucking sick.
No.
But yeah, I think like Olympics, you know, like not even Olympics, but like something that has to do with like you said, Puffco. Puffco's pretty good, pretty big.
Yeah, he had his jar check just recently. Where like it was a event, that a bunch of people come down and it's like, oh, who's got the best hash, basically.
Dang. That'd be crazy.
Percy Sesh, you know, it's called the jar check. And then he was live streaming and then people would come up and he would put their hash on and see how it worked and see how it smoked, and he was just trying everybody's hash, dude.
Dang. Them live reviews. Back to back to back to back. Just, that's pretty crazy.
See, like, look at this at this Olympics. Just fucking.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That shit was crazy.
Or right here, look at this one. This one's crazy.
Like a donut with that.
The Elite 23 bar? Or Slight.
Slight 23.
Slight 23 bar.
This is the new rosin factory. They count down to the Turk box. It's like it has golden ticket of like 2 different Turk.
Dang. That's it's got 4.
That's crazy.
2.5 grams of
Exotic Bob Motorhead, live rosin, live.
black sugar and wheat gas. Dang.
And then look at that. Dude, this is crazy. He designed the whole box. It's wild,
That's
bro.
box packaging, bro.
I like the little mirror.
Anyways, pretty dope though, man. You know.
That's sick.
But it'd be sick to go to an event like that. You know, just, like, check out some crazy, and not only like that, but like see how different people smoke out of different things, how they consume the product. Because I've seen some crazy ways on Instagram how people consume their rosin and their hash. I'm like, ooh, but what's that? No, I mean,
No, big shout out to all the crazy dab rigs. That would be the way to go, to be honest, in my opinion.
For sure.
it'd be nice to have both on it, like that type of. I guess with like the e-rigs or like the both, right?
Well, that's why I'm
Like
going to
the
get
crazy
the
recycler.
pivot
Yeah.
with the attachment and just use that with my dab rig. Best of both worlds.
That deserves a smoke.
But definitely it is, you know, it's nice to just heat up a banger or a slurper or any quartz, big quartz thing and just taking a big old dab that a Puffco or any e-rig just can't do.
See, that would be legal here for sure, like a concentrate, because that we could showcase like all the concentrate, like, oh man, Moxie's the number one. Now everyone's like, no, what? No, Scrappy, we gotta like up them, you know what I mean? Or some people will be like, dang, we gotta give it up to Moxie to kill in the game, and now they have to step up their standard, you know. Or pure Utah processing. Have you seen their stuff? There's this
they work for Moxie as well.
yeah, shout out to them, dude. There's a concentrate guy that works there.
Yeah, shout out Pure Utah.
Yeah, they're
Sick.
his name is Mr. Marijuana. From Colorado. This
And
is a
now,
cat right here.
now he's in Utah.
Yeah, right here, 7,000 followers. He's I
Damn.
think he's Pure Utah's like main dude.
Okay.
Look at this is what he does. You know, he makes all their stuff like permanent marker, made with love and cold room in Utah. You know, but that's his name though. He looks like Wes.
I'm dead.
Look, I thought that was Wes.
That's you.
Hey Wes, what are you doing there? But yeah, he does all their. I was like, damn, 7,000, and like, you know, it's everyone that in the industry who's following you. You know who that guy is.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
That's him.
That guy.
Him.
Timothy.
That's him.
Hashity.
Hash. I thought you were trying to say Anthony, but Hash and Anthony.
Oh, you don't want the wick?
Nah, my dude's like all about that.
The wick.
Yeah, he loves that.
Fuck
Butane gas.
the wick, I need the beer.
Here's the wick when you got a bick.
Right? Man, I started this new show called Paradise. Oh yeah. Peace.
Well, tell the
Dang. Tell the people, man.
I'm asking y'all. It's time for me to.
Did you
people.
still?
Peace out, Javi, yeah.
Did you still?
Yeah.
Threw down.
Yeah.
I threw everything in.
Peace out, brother. Thanks for coming through.
Hey, thanks for listening, man. Appreciate it. It's so nice to be here. Hey, you want this one crumble?
What? Hell yeah, bro. Damn. It's dry. What?
I was gonna add ice to it, but not have ice.
Oh
That would have been nice. That would have been nice.
Nice.
Dude, this is wild. Send him a torch too?
Yeah, a little torch.
This is legal to send?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about mine? Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever.
The blue G. That's all you.
Damn. Oh, that's good. Who's that from?
High variety. This is the trash can.
Yeah. Yeah, you just, I guess it looks like one, I think.
Excuse me, brother.
Yo. Dunskies.
You want more on you?
That reminds me of some little rig. Or some little visor or some. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, that thing has some geeking. Just spin that around. Like analog stick. Hey, just make sure to do some editing to it. Hey, you even do it? I enjoy it. But you gotta say goodbye to people too. Yeah. Ooh.
Is that my coffee?
Yeah.
Have this rest of this beer too.
Put it in the fridge.
Once in a while, like,
I'll finish it.
I don't like it. Consistency. It's tobacco leaf. Have like the vein in it. You know what I mean? Shit, in the streets and Tackle with Alex?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, good, bro. I gotta hit him up.
Oh, so very Then
If you want to be like whatever.
oh shit.
For real.
Glass, no. Glass is cool.
Oh,
Little fucking storage case.
I think it's like almost like Goku. I think that's what it is. I'm not too sure.
well, it's less influencer. I said, hey guys, I just got my daily high club box.
Did you see
Today
that?
we're doing unwrapping.
Did you see his video? On X? You didn't see his video?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking ripped it on X, dude.
Shit. Dude, on here?
I had to. Yeah, this one, yeah. Yeah. I brought it, though. I didn't know.
He's an influencer, dude.
Let's go.
He will be tagging him on the Glob Squad, dude.
Stroke fat, dude.
He gets tagged into the Glob Squad.
Dang.
So we do, baby.
This is the homie selling it, man.
What?
Where's the bathroom?
Wait, there's a bathroom right.
Yep. Some Men in Black's alien speak.
Dang, that's crazy. We just literally finished watching that. Like, before I came here. That's crazy.
What a coincidence.
They're like, all right,
Yeah.
hands up.
Pretty much all postmen are aliens. Yeah, fuck.
Black.
He said, boom!
That was a good one. I just got done watching Rush Hour 1 and 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell.
those are so good, dude. We gotta watch 3 now, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, rush hour's dope.
Oh, definitely. But we kind of keep playing some podcasts. We're pretty much getting like down
that
to
shit got
the point.
So much. It was good to see you.
Thank you, man. Likewise, bro.
We all gotta,
man.
we all gotta look up again.
Yes, sir. I had to swing by. I was like, man, he's down. She would like probably have a long time. So, started. And he's down the street too.
man.
And he's down the street, so I was like, oh yeah, let me come through.
Appreciate you coming through.
Hell yeah,
Good
likewise,
to meet you, man.
I was like, come on, I can spit on
You
your
have
house
a
from
good
here.
first
bro. Come
drive.
on.
Safe drive.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
I know, right?
Safe drive. I will.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
I'll probably get like another.
Have a good day tomorrow as well. Still the week.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have a great day. We're gonna have a great day tomorrow.
Thursday, Friday Junior.
That's it, brother. That's it. Great to see you.
It was great to see
Just
y'all.
like pressing you.
It was fucking
Love
nice.
to see
Thanks
you.
for all the
Hate to see you
flavors.
leave.
Likewise.
Thanks for all the flavors. You guys are amazing. You guys are
Zop.
amazing. Thank you so
Zop
much.
flavors. Oh, the
Thank
flavors.
you,
Oh,
sir.
that's the days.
That's all we do.
Flavors. I'll play.
Safe hobby, drive safe. And the story continues.
And now the next saga.
And on to the next.
Stay hydrated, everyone.
One, two.
Stay high.
Arc.
Drated.
Then I'm gonna start this new anime called Solo Leveling.
Oh, dude. Don't even.
Yeah.
Have you started it?
Fire. Just
What do you mean, have you started
watch
it?
it.
He's recommended it
Just
to
watch
us
it, bro.
before it started.
Yeah, we're gonna check it out.
Just watch it for sure.
What do you mean? We,
Just
My bro, because
We all watched
on
it.
the first episode. He's like, "You'll understand why." I'm like, yeah.
and all of us here have watched it.
Yeah.
You watched it too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, that good.
Coming
The cartoon animation was wild.
I remember when he told me about it, but he's like, dude, they're starting a thing. It's called Solo Leveling. It's not out yet. This is when
Damn.
we were at work.
I did, bro.
Dude, we were on. I know I was on
Like,
Fortnite.
and
That's all the boys were just talking. They're like, "Bro, you have to. Here's my Crunchyroll account."
And
Watch it
guess
tonight.
whose Crunchyroll account I was using? Hobbies.
I'm dead. Let's go. That's how we get around. Let me do it.
You know?
No,
And
man,
before
what
that, it was
behind
his.
I gotta go check it out tonight, dude. I gotta go check it out tonight. I'll actually go watch it after this problem.
It's fire.
sure.
It's fire.
Yeah.
The first few 3 are like slowish, but it's still a good build up. Then after that, it's just like violence.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
One season.
You just might binge it.
Yeah, the first
No,
season.
it's 2. Like it's
Yeah.
into the second
Yeah,
season.
the first season, it's just him beating the shit out of things. The second is just a spoiler alert, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, okay.
But it's coming out. It's still coming out every week.
Yeah,
So it's the second
still-
season, but it's
still
like
fresh.
They release it every week.
I just told Anton about it, and then I told him, I was like, it's like video games. And he was like, oh. Okay. It got him interested, you know?
It's like demons.
Yeah, bro,
and
it's
stuff. Not
sick.
demons, like he hunts
Monsters.
monster
Portals. Yeah, you go into a portal and go through a dungeon.
But his life's like a, you know, he's got
Yeah, he has
like
the
a video
screen.
game thing.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to. Is it that
It's really good. It'll be.
best thing?
No, it's actually a blue screen in front of him. And you choose
Oh,
like, a
okay, I
video.
think
Yeah,
about a different one.
stats and stuff.
Okay, even better.
Yeah.
That means I don't fully understand and visual to it then. But the
Right.
animation is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's only very short parts, and the rest is him just killing.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, there's a
We all
lot.
find
Lots
ourselves.
of throwing hands.
We
for
all
sure.
find ourselves
Yeah.
in this
Lots of
solo
hands being
level,
thrown.
huh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I like
That makes sense. Solo.
the progression after the first season is quick. It's like first season he's just like back and forth. Second season he's just like too overpowered.
Damn.
Yeah, he's just like showing
Damn,
off.
don't spoil it, bro.
I'm like, dang, man. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I'm not gonna watch
I'm still
it.
check it out. I have to. I have to.
That one's
Everyone has seen it. I can't be left out of the conversation, man. It's crazy.
It's fire.
It's worth it.
Cheers.
Cheers. I don't know where the fuck my
I'm a big fan of Vinland Saga. It's a
Sorry, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
it's a
Have you heard about it?
Uh-oh.
Nordic. It's like Nordic, Icelandic fucking warriors.
Let's
and
go.
this kid gets his dad killed in front of him, and then he grows up with these bandits.
Oh, shit.
But then he's just totally violent, killing everything they tell him to kill.
The
Just trying
revenge story.
revenge story, trying to kill the boss leader of the guy that killed his father. But his father's like a god of war, jumping across ships and shit through like Viking battles, and like he's like gets ordered to go back to war, dies, and then the rest of the story is just about the kid.
Damn.
But then, man, it's so badass. So it's like just as good animation.
Let's go.
It's a more serious story, but actually, no, it's a serious story. Yeah, compared to like dungeons and video game style, this one's like everybody dies around this kid. He's like 8 years old, and he's
Jesus.
like trying to kid murder the guy.
Yeah, so that's why you have to smoke weed while you watch this shit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Really enhances that experience.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fire.
What's your like most favorite anime? When you think of anime, like what first comes to mind?
I mean, it's Dragon Ball Z.
That's the first one that comes to my mind.
I mean, only that because I guess the first character that inspired me within that realm was, I guess, like Goku.
Goku.
Mainly
Yeah.
Piccolo was mine from the first, because the first toy I ever got was the gray toy that I think Burger King used to drop. They used to drop these great toys, Dragon Ball Z lineup, and Piccolo was the first one I got. So that was like my introduction to like the anime world. So yeah, Dragon Ball.
Do you still have that toy?
No, but I remember what it looked like.
You know what happened to it?
No, man.
I stole that shit.
I'm dead.
I have it in the back. Just know
Give me this.
I got you.
Oh shit.
Honestly, crazy
What
to
about
think
you?
of the toys that used to come out.
Oh, gosh.
No, I would say same. Like
Yeah.
that, and One Piece was probably like the next
nice.
big like that was one that like me and like the friends would watch like when it was on like Cartoon Network or Toonami, like whatever, because it like switched all throughout like. But we would watch it like as it released, and like I'm still caught up to it.
Yeah, that's me
To
too.
be real, so
Yeah.
that would be like another one.
Peace.
It's a commitment, that's
be
for
real.
sure.
I would definitely say Dragon Ball, or like I don't know, does Pokemon count?
You know what's
Or
crazy? I
Yu-Gi-Oh?
almost thought of that
definitely count
first.
them.
Or
I would count
Yu-Gi-Oh?
those for
They're
sure.
MAGA, yeah, like
Yeah, so like those two were high up.
Yeah.
But like recently is like what got me back into anime was like My Hero.
Yeah.
My Hero.
Demon Slayer was for me. Demon Slayer was freaking sick.
That as well.
That scene and the train scene was crazy.
I mean, I watched that.
That's another heavy anime, bro.
That train scene is wild.
That, it's
Or when
like
he's,
a train
holding his
movie,
hand,
bro.
Yeah.
It's like a separate.
This scene's crazy.
Yeah,
Something like this.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's how much I like.
It's just the one that you have to read backwards, right?
Yeah.
The manga.
Yeah, that's a manga. And so that's how much I like the show. I actually got the manga.
Well, it makes sense, man.
I appreciate
For
the
honor and vengeance.
Yes, you gotta appreciate the person who makes the damn thing. Give them some credit by buying their stuff.
That's how you
That's how my
support
thing
it.
continuing.
He's like, I haven't read it, but I just bought it for support.
Yeah, pretty much. I've gone like probably because I've watched the show probably 6 times. I'm like, I've already seen all this.
Right,
There's a
there
little
you
bit
go.
here, there, different. But the animation's better because it's just like
Yeah.
the kid gets kicked and he flies like 50 meters.
Real
He's
time.
like, into a ship. And the guy's like picking up logs and shit, like throwing at him. But it's like God of War guys. Everybody else is regular.
I know, it's like you're reading the anime, like the manga,
Badass.
and like your own voice. You're
Yeah.
like animating all the.
For sure.
As you're reading it, you're like, is that what it sounds like?
I'm really fluent at reading fast.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Anime shit.
Dude, anime is crazy.
Yeah, not everything has a dub. And so you have to watch the sub.
You do have to watch the sub. The sub is wild too.
Yeah.
Man.
They don't hold back. They don't have no.
This dude just knows Japanese now.
I probably do, to be honest. I watched it a lot.
Dude, let's
lot.
fucking go, bro. Me and my brother and them are heavy into it. I need to get more into it. It's enjoyable. It's a nice little.
Have you seen
Have I seen?
Shangri-La Frontier?
I have not. Is that a good one?
That's the one that you should watch for sure.
Oh,
Especially if. Are you caught up with like Solo Leveling? Have you watched it all?
I am not all the way through the second season though.
Yeah, after that, Shangri-La Frontiers, it's kind of similar. It's more like, it's like a way better Sword Art Online. It's
Okay.
like they go into like virtual reality and they just game, but it follows some of like the best gamers and them just kind of like, one of them like just he was like playing a lot of like bad games that were like junk games.
I don't mean to pause you, but you remember Code Lyoko?
No.
And Code Lyoko was like,
Jack.
I don't know. Do you remember Code Lyoko?
You were saying Pokemon? Pokemon?
crazy.
Okay.
No, I don't.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh?
that's Pokemon. Yeah.
That is crazy. Just
That
like,
little stack right there is probably like $1,200.
Damn.
If I like got them all graded.
Yeah. You don't know.
First edition.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, dude.
Sheesh.
You gotta tell the people.
would you ever do it?
Dude,
Like,
I don't
go get,
even know
like,
how to say
graded,
half
like,
of this. How do you even read that?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
That one I
The reason why I haven't is because I don't know if I'd ever do it to a nephew or something.
Me too.
Yeah, if I got him graded, it's going to be
Me
the case
too.
of never.
Mewtwo. Me
Yeah.
too.
Maybe I can do it.
That's a different thing.
Let me just go. What's the difference? Stack of cards.
He said, I got the Mewtwo card.
Did you ever play like a Pokemon game like all the way through?
No, I actually was never into Pokemon.
Did you?
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I had Pokemon Ruby.
Both.
Ruby?
Yeah.
I think
That's what like was my introduction.
maybe-
And then the TV show I watched
maybe
it every
green,
morning.
like the leaf green was the first one.
Emerald? Or
No. Maybe it was Emerald.
because that's the
That was
same
one of-
generation as Ruby.
Yeah, I think it
Green.
was that one
Yeah.
that I played all the way through first.
Yep. And then I was hooked, bro.
Very, very.
I was hooked. Me and Sep like played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh was huge in our elementary,
We
man.
played marbles, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards were wild. What a time.
That was a fun thing with Tech Deck.
Yeah, Pokemon was kind of fell off by the time we were in elementary.
There was like older kids too. I feel
Yeah,
like
my sister
sometimes.
like collected them, and she gave me her collection. But we actually played Pokemon out there.
Damn.
Like I'm sure we weren't
No.
playing it right. But
Marbles
we're just like, oh, my number's bigger than yours. You're dead. Because there's like rules and shit.
Right.
You know?
No, definitely with like you guys playing like Yu-Gi-Oh, that's what I've like actually game style, like how it's supposed to be played, like that's the one.
But if
Like-
you ever saw a card you wanted, you could like somehow win that card from the kid. We'd be like,
Yeah, it's actually
we'd be like, I
collected. I was a collector.
Yeah.
You know, yeah,
if I beat you, I get this card.
I'll trade you. Run away. Just kidding. Call in sick the next day.
Just kidding, not kidding.
He's like, you give me
Find out
10
your
cards,
decks
I'll
are
give you 2
stolen.
cards. He's like,
Like, no, my cards are washed in my pen.
I'm like, where'd my right arm of Exodia go?
Right.
And then I'm like, I know he was
Three-headed
missing the
white
right
blue
arm and
eyes
he had
dragon.
everything else. He's like, bro, next day, guess what? I have full Exodia now.
Dark magician.
How the fuck?
Remember the dark magician?
Yeah, bro.
Blue eyes white dragon.
Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Ooh. That'd be a crazy strain.
that'd be crazy.
would be.
Only Yu-Gi-Oh strings.
Tune ones, the tune ones are crazy.
Toon World.
Yeah, I didn't know how OP until he was like telling me, he's like, no, they're fucking too OP. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
They're probably high as shit when they were making that part. Like they're like, yo, how can we make this shit more fucking crazy? You know, let's add tunes. Let's make
Yeah.
them spunky.
He's like,
You
we've
know?
done robots, we've done dragons, we've done.
Let's make
Now
them
they
all wacky.
now they got
These
some-
monsters.
now they got
like, we gotta
spirits
go
and
outside.
shit.
We gotta think outside the box. We gotta- a whole nother world.
And they got fucking biometric spirits, and you're like,
There's
how is it a
probably
robot
TV.
spirit? How does that make sense?
It's probably the TV series that came up with it. Those guys are creative. Car people are like that. TV's like, fuck.
I don't know. Pokemon's fucked up too. Bro.
Well, it's
They got,
also, if
like,
you think of, like-
chairs and like fucking washing
True.
machines
Oh,
now as
yeah.
Pokemon.
Well, that I figured that's just one now.
It's just like washing.
Something about that, like red hair.
Washing.
Pokemon, you know?
Yeah.
Just like
What right here?
the twins in Pokemon, where it's like the brother had like the purple hair, and then the sister had like long red
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket.
Team- yeah. What was the other one? Ash? No, Ash. Or Ash. What's the
Ash
one who couldn't
Ketchum.
see? His eyes was always just like
Brock.
Brock. Wasn't he the one that was always in love with like all the girls, like every single
Yeah, and they
episode?
weren't very creative because you know what his like specialty Pokemon were?
What was it?
Rock.
He's Geo, dude.
You know what I found out? That the Power
Rock,
Rangers
like rocks.
rock. Like
Misty likes water because mist.
Yeah, and Misty likes water because of mist.
is she the one with the backpack?
And Ash likes
She was
Charmander because of fire.
I don't know if she had
And it makes
that.
that.
She the one that picked up. She's the other.
It's a full
She was
circle.
part of the group.
Yeah.
That one's crazy.
Did she have a backpack? She
Who?
Dora the Explorer, Misty.
Yeah. And she had that little egg carrying all the time.
Yeah, Togepi.
You know when they add like little
you
side
would
things
know.
like that? It kind of reminds me of like Marvel when they threw in Marvel zombies in the comic books. That one was a side trip. You're just like, what the heck? Zombies are now involved in the Marvel universe, and it's just crazy how like all the superheroes get like chomped, and then they go through intergalactic, and then you see Galactus like zzz, and then you see like Silver Surfer going up, you're like chomp. You're like, what the is going on, dude? And they jump portals, and then like Wolverine's just like his mouth is half off in the comic books, and you're like, is this a multiverse?
If you look at the
But
fucking
yeah, Marvel Zombies is crazy.
if you look up Doctor Strange 2, it's fucking Doctor Strange. He like takes over it. One of his dead bodies in another dimension, and it's like Doctor Strange or zombie.
Yeah,
It's fucking sick though. I love that movie.
but like little side things like that they throw in like in a movie or a show, and you're like Yu-Gi-Oh, you're like it's a serious anime, and they throw in like all the characters all turn Looney Tunes all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know? But now all the characters turn all zombie. Like you're like, oh wow,
Or like some dude just has a problem.
Gotta
with
have the
girls.
curveballs for
Right,
sure.
the curveballs what throws off the viewers, dude.
Well, Brock's like a perv, bro. Like every girl
Almost.
he see,
It's crazy.
every
how
girl he sees, he's like, "Whoa, I'm
he's
so
like,
in love with you." Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys aren't wrong, but also if you
Brock always has a rock.
But I was like, animation wasn't necessarily obviously clothing girls the best either. Like, come on.
Well, yeah, it was
That's
like,
how it's like, right?
25-year-old dudes making the
like-
anime.
right, that.
30.
Yes, like is a perv, but I mean, like, I don't know. She is in booty shorts. I'm just kidding.
That's half of anime though.
He said cover it up.
Come on,
It is
man.
that
Your fault.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No shit.
fan service. That's what it was.
Damn.
No, but even in like Yu-Gi-Oh, the Joey, he had like the green hair and
Yeah.
man, I got problems. Like me. Like, what the fuck was his deal?
Trauma.
So what was this?
Lots of
dude?
trauma.
Trauma.
You know, it's like when I just found out that the Power Rangers that they aired on here in America was just reran Japanese Power Rangers, because Power Rangers actually came from Japan and it was actually created there, and they just stole a bunch of their episodes and just
just
reran
voiced
them
over.
here and voiced them over with a bunch of our actors. Ended up making
that's
more based on the newer actors like Tommy and them, but in the beginning they stole literally episodes and seasons of
Well, that would make
Japan.
sense because it's like totally
You know, but
Japanese.
yeah, Power Rangers was strictly a Japanese cartoon in the beginning.
But dude, I love Power Rangers.
Power Rangers was
That
wild.
was my shit, dude.
Yeah, Tommy and them, that one was crazy. Where the Mr. Ooze, you know, with the vulture, and he's like slimy, and then he like all the workers are like slowly
Yeah,
walking.
dude. I just remember that crazy girl with the big like, you know, turban thing, and she's like, you're like, what the
She has
fuck?
like the two like.
Yeah, the horns and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Oh man! Shout out to Tommy.
Fucking
White
poofs
Ranger.
away.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. White Ranger.
White Ranger.
Talk about the Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris. Oh, that's a different kind of Power Ranger.
Overpowered Ranger.
Yeah, you hear about that
Oh,
guy?
no.
Man, shoot. I heard he delivered his own birth.
You think he can take a bigger bomb rip than me?
Yeah, I heard he invented bomb rapes. Have you heard those memes of Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
That was like the first memes,
Yeah.
you know, of our
I
like
miss those
generation.
days. Shout out to Chuck.
That or like Vine.
He never
Vine was an
dies.
arrow, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine smoking weed online.
You what?
Smoking weed online. They probably didn't allow that back then. Huh?
Nah, bro.
Talk
I
about
was so
attention
scared.
span. 6 seconds per video. Right?
Yeah. 6
6 seconds. 6 seconds. Dude, that's like 20 videos in 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was classic Vine.
I guess that's TikTok now and Instagram.
Well, that's what birthed that.
Yeah.
Really.
Hi, I'm Elon Musk.
Hi, I'm Ilama.
Have you seen that?
It's a fucking Chinese dude that
There's a
looks
Chinese dude
exactly
that looks
like,
just
like Elon Musk. And he even
Every day.
commented about it. He was like, yeah, he does look
Hi,
like
everyone.
He's like,
I'm
work on the
Elon Musk.
voice, though.
And bro, it's annoying and ugly at the same time.
Hi, I'm Ilama.
Have you seen the LC Tony
We
signs?
basically
You're actually gonna think
Yeah,
it's an AI.
no, he showed me the Tony signs, the guy that makes the signs.
Oh yeah, dude, that dude's
Tony,
funny.
He's like, this is Tony.
Have you seen the one where the girl's like shaking her ass and he's like the half of the body? It's like twerking, but he's like half of the body.
And he moves his arm up.
And he moves his arm.
He does the whole fucking everything. Dude.
Or the one where she's like, hello, goodbye.
Yeah, go by.
Where's the one?
This is Tony with LCD signs.
I'm Elon Musk.
Show you.
But there's no way. Yiluma.
I'm Iluma. Money.
Today is beautiful.
He's like,
shit.
silence for like 20 seconds. Today.
Do you know who the LC sign guy is?
LC sign guy.
Yeah, he's LC or Tony LC
Tony
Signs.
the
He's an
LC.
Asian dude that it's like he'll do a meme of some like stupid thing and then make a joke about it later and he'd be like, anyways, here's the sign from LC Signs.
Hello. Goodbye. Anyways, if you want to start a
Fuck, where's his page? I can't find his page.
Yeah,
No.
everybody
I support
copied that.
LGBT. Let's grow business together.
You gotta show us.
I'm trying to find his Instagram or his TikTok.
got served today at the pharmacy.
Fuck.
Just
Oh, right here. LC sign. I found it.
nice.
Dude, this dude's. Hold on. Where's,
Service
I'm just gonna keep going through them until.
Read by itself.
I just watched it.
I'm homeschooling. Anyways, as a kid.
That's the teacher.
As a teacher, she's like, I'm homeschooling.
Hold on.
Yeah, come to my school and learn everything. I'm homeschooling.
Oh, or this one.
I wish that I was good enough. What's up, Harvey? I'm Tony. You may like these acrylic light bulbs with LED letter. We can make any color for you. You can put the letters you wanted inside. Customize yours in our website now. There's no MOQ. It's perfect for personal use or resale. You can also do dropshipping.
There's a bitch on this.
6
Oh, this one's
foot,
good.
money, Mexican, well mannered.
He's straight up in China. Like, he just learned how to speak with different English accents.
Yeah, he has some good
His-
accent ones.
Or like this is like his funniest one.
Hello. Goodbye. Anyway.
Look up one of his Trump ones.
His Trump ones are funny as fuck.
Trump ones
too.
are funny.
Fuck my serious.
If you go to his reels, you can probably look faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say look up the
Damn, I'm like literally.
complimation online.
Jay, just pull it up on your phone. I think my phone's hella being slow right now. Oh.
White black women are the best because they always ask you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine that there's still some women in the world who care about you if you understand them instead of keeping talking nonsense? Anyways, what do you think it's time for more than 14? China. Se te fuerte como un diamante. ¿Te imaginas tu negocio?
I fucking hate this guy. Oh shit. Where's his other ones?
China.
There's some funny ones, but there's a lot.
Yeah, he works hard, bro. His work ethic on videos, you know, like, even if it's 20% hit, they hit good, dude.
Ooh.
Does seem a little over the top.
The first 3 things a female notices in a man.
Don't care.
In
Anyways,
a
here's how.
funny way, you know?
It is very over the top.
Got me sweating over here, dude.
Need cold water?
Yes, I do. And I think I'm like layered up too. Like I gotta like.
You are unlayered up.
Yeah. What time is it right now? I just saw the time. 9:17. All right, man. Dude, we should pack that white runs.
And there's still one more. Who's next?
Finish it. I'll finish it for the. Can do the white runs.
Hey.
You
So
know.
I'll do the honors.
You know.
There you go. You can bring down a fan if you want.
No, you're good.
Cool.
Yeah, I was just layered up for no reason.
Yeah, 73 layers. Well, never mind. You guys are cold. That's why you have layers. You guys are. You have them on for a reason. Staying warm.
Yeah.
But then it's too
It was raining outside, so.
Exactly, yeah.
Nice. Oh shoot, 9:10. Yeah. China.
It's Tony. Do you know?
It's Tony.
That right there.
Sir, here's how to tell you.
Sir.
Good scoop.
Sorry for your transcript. I don't have any transcripts. Anyways, if you
Okay, with these transfer.
You guys excited to see more pharmacies?
Hopefully. More
how many more was
Two.
Two more?
Yeah.
I saw
They tried to get
I saw
25
whatever.
more.
I just saw a bunch of stuff was denied, and I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, they tried to get 25 more. We got accepted for 2.
25 more?
That's what they tried to do.
Damn.
Like, I think. Don't quote me on that.
You said runs, correct?
Yeah. Is that right, JJ?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm supposed to go pick up mine today, but
I picked it up.
What's the pickings looking like? What would you get?
You know, I picked up. What did I pick up?
I heard of
This
peach
apple,
maraschino,
this
but
apple
I got-
fritter
Peach was good.
is gonna be really good.
They're picking it up, man. They're tightening it up, man.
Yeah, they
it's really
are.
nice. Let me see what I ordered.
Would you guys say distilled water does anything in the bong? Would you recommend anything other than plain tap water?
I would say distilled works better because it doesn't stain. You don't get like the water stains.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, you wouldn't have to like. I mean, everywhere's different. Like if you're using tap water, that'll vary for like wherever you are. But if you're using distilled, like you won't get any what could be hard water stains or impurities and stuff.
Yeah, for some reason I always thought it was just cleaner that way, but then later I was like, maybe it's too clean or it's taking out too much from the smoke.
Gotcha.
Because it's the absorbing. It's like cleaning water. Distilled is very good at cleaning.
Right.
So I was like, maybe it's cleaning it too much. But I never cared. I always use it.
That's why I just do coffee, dude. Get caffeinated and stoned at the same time. I load my bong with coffee, take a big ass hit, and then drink it.
Yeah, I was chugging coffee right now.
Drink it
Like
from
that
the
right there?
bong.
I'd probably be sleeping at the table by now. The one up there is actually a coffee press. It's a cappuccino or a
I love
espresso.
fucking coffee. Is that what you get?
Yeah, an
dude,
espresso. Oh, I love fucking coffee. That's what you gave him, right? Remember that.
Like a bomb coffee. Is that what you're talking about?
Mhm.
Is that where you hit it out of?
That would be actually pretty
No,
fun.
I
He's
do
saying this. He's just saying like he just puts
Oh.
coffee in there,
right there,
regular
and then
bong,
he just hits it and drinks
hit
it.
it, and then I drink the coffee.
You imagine like hitting it from the front and then like.
I have one of those.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy. The coffee looked like certain things.
like
bubbler.
it's like my sister-in-law got it for me. It said like dopest dad
And it's
and like
pipe
tie-dye with like
coffee
a
on.
marijuana leaf. And I had a little like it's like dried pipe, so I had like a little bowl and like a carb at the top.
There you go. There you go. Little carb at the top.
That's dope. Yeah, me and Mac.
But it wasn't through the like it was like dry. It was like its own.
Right, it doesn't go through a coffee.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
Yeah, me and Mac
different than
used
what you
to.
were originally bringing up.
Yeah, no, don't mix that shit like that. That's not recommended. But me and Mac would go walk to the gas station and get those coffees that I was talking about, the spritzers. You hit the
The
button.
spritzers.
Yeah, and then I would do the submarines. You know, I told you guys about that. Just like,
Didn't we have joints on the way?
definitely.
I was gonna say, it was like, man, we also smoked on the way there and back.
Yeah. We
And then we
roll
get
up a couple J's.
Yeah. And then by the time we get back, we get even more. But then there was just like constant go. It's like from 1 a.m. to like 6 a.m. Every 30 minutes or an hour, we'd take a couple hits. It was just too much.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's a light. Oh,
Yeah.
I remember it was a lot of fun, but man, I spent so much money.
Dude, that's where it gets you, man.
I didn't even know at the time. At first, I just didn't care. But then it's like now I think back on it, I was like, man, I should have probably saved a little bit. But
Do what?
Because I was always getting like really, like what I was saying, I was like 60 was normal, and I didn't get it from no dispensary. It was like blue constantly, and it was 60 to 65.
Yeah, those motherfuckers
Just
were
weren't
ripping you off, though.
Just weren't 8.
Even if it was super fire.
Yeah. It was just consistent fire, and everybody else had like the PK or Shrag, and like.
Yeah, we had those kinds of
PK.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I was just wanting to get the consistent, and plus it was convenient because he was like nearby.
Right.
So I was like, I don't have to go into any worries. Yeah. Plus, if they were to find somebody else, well, it was just all nice. But
you out of here?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell the people what it's all about, bro.
Yo, what's up, man? UCC. Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in on our show, listening on the reviews, catching up with the boys. It's your boy heading out. Thank you guys again. Until next time.
Thank you, Sep.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
100,000.
Hopefully it's rather sooner than
sooner.
later
Right.
that you're on next.
Rather later than sooner. Sooner than later.
Sooner than later.
There you go.
Hey! Next episode, maybe?
To the next episode.
To the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Did you want to hit?
thanks for stopping by.
Oh, gee, hell yeah.
Want to hit one of these before you go? Last time.
He said, I'm going to hit both of them at the same time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Listen,
I thought you were about to nostril hit those.
this looks crazy.
He's about to hit that shit through his nose.
That one's DNA genetics.
Which one's with the eyeball on it? The eyeball.
That one.
That one does. That one. Yeah, that thing's dope.
These effects are strong though. They're like,
Yeah, they smack you, bro. They got the whole crew witty.
yeah, that was a way to start the podcast. Like, we all like were ripping this, and then Javi's down. And
But that
started the
probably
bongs, and then it was like, yeah, let's
sleep good
start.
tonight, dude. I'm just so stoned watching that solo leveling. Yay! You want to hit that garlic again, or you good? Yeah.
Do you want a fresh water bottle to take with you?
What's that?
You want a fresh water bottle?
No, I appreciate you, dog. Thank you.
No problem.
Is it over there, dude?
Is it?
I don't know.
Because I'm a fucking
Oh,
that
actually,
shit.
yo.
He said it's actually in your hand.
No, it's not, dude. I don't have it.
Dude, I can't wait
in your hand.
I can't wait to pop open that other honey banana. Oh man, that one's gonna be fucking fresh. I'll try to bring the other one. Save it, bro. It's some good stuff, man. And he's still saying, yeah, he's still saying tap in right now. Like even right now, he's like, let your homies know. So if you guys ever, like, I even said just 3. You know what I mean? Can I just get 3? He's like, yeah, primo. And I was like, oh shit, hell yeah, dude. $10 just express, so like $130. You know what I mean? That garlic, yo.
That garlic, bro. That shit's amazing.
It was $130 for you.
Yeah, for 3. So $10 express. I got it in like 2 days. 2.5 days. Yeah, I was like, this thing.
I've been lemon having them, bro.
Right? They're
Not gonna
useful,
lie.
bro. They're very, very useful, man. So, gentlemen,
Yeah, pens
take care.
are
Did you hit it,
convenient.
dog?
Oh man, fuck yeah! I was always thinking about how back in the day it was like since it was right there, the weed. Oh man,
This is crazy. It's the actual flower, and you know, his living soil. He always talks about like not even his stuff being the best, but it's like knowing where your stuff comes from. And for me, it's not even knowing where your stuff comes from, but it's like, man, people know where fire comes from. I'm gonna know where, because Alex from our job,
Fire out.
he's the one who told me about this guy. He's like, yeah, I spent like $600 on him one time. I was like, damn.
I get premium is premium.
You know what I mean?
You guys were talking about those black labels and stuff earlier. I was thinking like when you're like 60, and I was like, what? Why isn't it like premium above like 80 or something?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? You don't really see that.
That's good
You don't
pricing.
really see like $80 eights out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they were talking about some crazy shit on X. There was like $1,000 fucking.
But that's just
ounces.
no. That's the
Yeah.
luxury. That's luxury. There's no point other than putting gold sprinkles in there.
Thank you for freaking smoking this out,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they must put gold sprinkles are in it. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, some love, you know. Boys, I appreciate y'all, man.
Till next time, bro.
You guys stay.
Drive safe.
I'm glad we get all chatted up, dude.
Sweet.
West, drive safe, JJ. Was it Mac?
Yep, Mac.
Yeah, hell yeah, G. Thank you, brother.
Peace out.
Hey, we'll see you, my dogs.
Love you, dog.
Have a good day tomorrow too. Unless those $20,000 shit was grown in Garden of Eden, that would be worth it.
Would it be? West? Garden of Eden weed?
Garden of
That'd be
Eden.
pretty wild.
Yeah, I think that.
Garden of
Pretty
Eden?
wild.
Weeden.
People were doing space weed
Space weed. That's
for a
the
bit. Not like
Well, that's like
grown in space.
That's like-
Spindle weed.
that's like
Like what?
that's like tissue culture.
Some
You know, that's like some
That's
tissue. That's
tissue
like some
culture.
tissue no culture,
it's
dude.
just grown in its own sphere. Little,
I was thinking of air pressure, like, but then there's also gravity, where it comes no gravity does anything to the structure of growth, but then you'd have to grow it in space, not just send it up there while it's already been grown. Because then if it's that,
These are all valid
you just put
points.
in the air pressure, like take the air pressure out of it and expand it that way. Is that a thing? Put it in like one of those things that takes the air pressure out. Is it
Vacuum.
vacuum sealed? But like in one of those tanks and just completely. Would that do anything to
it would kill it.
It would destroy it.
Because the only way is like what JJ said, it's like tissue culture. It's pretty much like
In a petri dish.
in a petri dish, like preserved in a sense.
Okay. Yeah, but
Almost like kind of like spores
right.
in a way. Like that would kind of be like if you're like talking like accurately preserving long term, that would be
The best.
I think the one and only way.
I was thinking of
Wait, is
maybe
it like
manufacturing it that way, in like a zero atmosphere somehow. No air, just all pressure. That's some science
I
shit.
have no idea.
It's just like maybe some centrifugal shit. Like you showed me some coffee grinder.
Some centrifuge.
Coffee, yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, there's some fancy ass coffee machine that spins coffee and grinds.
So it's
and
got like, you load
They
the
have, like,
grinders, you
all-in-one.
load the beans in it, yeah. And then it does espresso, cold brew, or coffee. And like, depending on like water pressure, how it sprays the beans, or like how much it like, how much pressure you get from the centrifuge, how much like, how fast it goes, how many RPMs it does or whatever. And if, you know, they'll do different drinks, but it's like, I'm like, why aren't all fucking coffee machines like that? But it's like $800.
Plus, it's too complicated. It'd be hard to fix.
But it's fucking sick, dude. It's like they come down. You can pick all
That's
your like your
crazy.
grind. You can pick like your strength, like your,
That would be the life, though. Not gonna lie.
and it just fucking centrifuges it.
Yeah, that part.
And then
What the fuck? It's like the first centrifugal coffee. You showed me like the whole ad, and it's like the coffee dropping into it.
Yeah, it's called the Spin 2 because now they
Yeah.
got the new version.
And it spreads evenly, apparently, like shooting out like I guess just gravity is spinning it out.
So you could do like espresso cold brew with just cold water because it's like so fast. I think the RPMs it is.
Yeah, apparently it's something special.
It's like nitro cold brew is what they call it.
Nitro cold brew.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's
Space weed and centrifuge coffee. The future's here.
The future is
The
here.
future is nigh.
If you can come up top of your head, what would be the newest way, like out of the top of your head, like some sci-fi shit? You think that would be in the future, other than centrifugal and
Like with weed?
yeah, like we already got like genetic stuff where we're splitting. That's pretty futuristic. Split
It would
genius.
probably be like injectable weed somehow.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like 100% bioavailability, right? Because,
It's complete absorption.
yeah. But like that's like strictly medical, you would hope.
Yeah, that
right?
seems like it would be like the same thing. Injection straight to
Like if you're injecting for recreation, like you might want to find a different recreation.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Right. I think that'd be like super medical, but I can see that being like if you can find a purpose to put like straight THC or whatever, like cannabinoid on top of a wound or some infection or cancer, and it's like a treatment.
Yeah, dude, there might be some crazy like shit that comes out with like terpenes and flavonoids, or you know that they come out with some crazy shit because there's so many positive
Right.
things that it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the relating to flavor, like one that comes to mind is like when TF had the turp beer.
That was sick.
And so there's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One
They extract
different way to
they put it in the beer.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was.
It was like OG Kush.
Oh.
OG Kush turds.
Yeah. That's just like one example.
And it was definitely terpy. Do you remember?
A little bit.
Yeah. You're like, it might be a fake memory. But it was earthy.
Yeah, for sure then. I remember all the really fruity ones there. Those are the ones that always stand out to me.
Yeah. You like the rice lager?
The rice lager was pretty nice.
The Czech Pilsner?
It was a good switch up. I would take the rice lager over
It's easier to drink. The Pilsner.
The Pilsner.
Yeah. It's the rice lager is definitely easier to drink.
Yeah, them fruity drinks will get me, dude. The lingonberry. Is that what it is?
The lindenberry.
Linden?
I think is what it is. But that one's like kind of sour, right?
Good.
That one's like kind of
A
sour.
little tart.
Yeah. A little bit of tartness to it.
We be going there a lot though.
Yeah, TF's is the spot, bro. That's honestly where like Utah Cannabis Club was, like brainstormed and created, We were there thinking of like, oh, what do we think of the name? What gotta be the name? And I started recording because I knew this is a special moment. And so I got a recording of us just like, what do we name it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I'll have to show you the video.
That's crazy to think back on, and then like where.
I guess it's been like a year and 7 months.
Yeah,
it's almost
everyone's
been
kind of at now, and like how everything's played out, and
over a year and a half. And, like, this is where we're at now. But, yeah, dude, like, shit's still going. We're still here. Utah Cannabis Club is never not going to be here. Like, we're in the archives forever.
Forever.
Whether we stop right now, that we have 50 plus episodes of just straight up knowledge and a chill time with some homies if you want to smoke.
Yeah. No, I think, like, just, I don't know, life, everybody kind of needs a change of pace. But, like, I don't see it ever, like, really dying out.
No.
I could see us always finding, like, new content, and, like, I'm not someone that, like, has the desire to really go about my own page, to be real. Like, I have, like, I'd say my X account I'm, like, pretty active on, but
yeah, you got Bracken's Blonde.
It's
tell the people, bro.
But it's not like I'm. But what I'm saying is, like, if I have the time, I'm not live streaming or trying to go and do a bunch of work on that.
Yeah.
It's more
it's
of
not
like,
your main priority.
Yes. Either or.
He's like, light it. Nice.
That tastes good.
That's that Una. Gotcha.
No idea. I just put whatever's in the grinder. Oh no, that was Runs. White Runs. I was like,
that was not the. Oh, whatever. I was like, that was way too sweet.
Right.
And I put a bunch of keef on there, by the way.
Way too sweet. A bunch of keef?
Yeah, there's keef on there.
What were we talking about?
Is that why, like, my taste buds are trying to trick me?
Yeah, probably.
I'm like, ooh.
I feel like we were talking about something.
You have a great point. We definitely were talking about something. And it wasn't about Mac Runs.
I know exactly what it is, but I don't know how to put it in a subject. It was like everybody has their own change of pace, and like you can carry on.
Yeah, like UCC is gonna be forever.
Yeah.
What I was saying is like, great job. That's a great introduction. Way to connect the dots.
Yeah, thank you.
Is like my free time and stuff. Like I'd rather come and like do this,
Right.
instead of like, or do like maybe like a YouTube video like I did or something like that, or tag like the cannabis club. Like I don't know. Like for me, I don't ever see it like ending or dying out.
True, I think it's gonna
Everything's a change of pace, you know.
Because now it has a life of its own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why it's like we don't need us to like let it live. Like UCC is not just us. UCC is the culture. Like UCC is something that's bigger than any of us. You know, even all of us put together, bigger than the sum of its parts. You know, you've heard about that.
Or you started the snowball that's going down the hill.
That too, but yeah, UCC is like the members. UCC is bigger than the sum of its parts. Like it's a lifestyle, it's a brand, it's a culture, and
From everything you've been showing me, you get like emails and stuff. It's growing. It's coming too. Like,
yeah, this is just the start, man. Like shit doesn't happen overnight, you know.
right. You got
But like, there's definitely more shit we could be doing. But like, hey, we're out here doing what we can. Life gets in the way sometimes.
I wouldn't say this is better than overpacing. Don't like you're good at pacing, because if you overrush yourself, and then it gets overwhelming, because then you got too many people asking for too many things at once, and it's good to keep everything organized.
Yeah, we don't do this for anybody else except ourselves.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, once you get too much, and then you have to like outsource some of your things, you can't take it to yourself. It gets too busy.
right.
And then you won't have time for yourself. That becomes something more in it. You guys want that, you can, but
Yeah,
it becomes more of
this is trying to be our full-time thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I would prefer that to like even just this.
slowly grow in the background as a side thing until it grows to the perfect quantity of how you can keep it to a full-time, and then expand from there. But yeah, except for don't expand too much. Like I said, always too much expansion becomes chaotic.
Well, I mean, that's why like the number one podcast in the world right now is still two guys.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, and I don't think we'd ever. I think like the expansion that I could see is if a big wave of like legalization happened here, but like they've been shutting everything down. It's like if everything was like big and like UCC, like we could do like a small grow
Event.
or have like more access in the sense, and like I would say like a grow would be a big part of it.
Oh, you mean
And-
actually like be a part of the industry?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like I could see UCC and like some of the people, like our members, like being able, like that's where like funds like I think would pay off a lot too. You know, like Gabe keeps throwing the idea that he has, you know, and opportunities, and it's just like I could see it happening here too eventually.
Oh, it will.
Like, I don't-
without a doubt. Yeah.
Like I do think it'll be longer where they're not wanting a big market, but
They're definitely slowing the flow as
would
much
be-
as they can.
yeah, that
But
would
it's
be a
coming.
huge opportunity, you know.
Dude, there's so many avenues and
Right.
directions to go with UCC, and
No, exactly.
it's gonna be bigger than we could ever imagine, and it's gonna be down all those alleys. Whatever we want, we can get, and don't ever tell yourself different. As long as you fucking
Yo,
work
I
for
was-
it, bro, you
I
can
was
get
wanting to get some new merch.
That'd be dope.
it. Dude, I've been thinking
I've
about
been really wanting to
merch
get like
a lot.
little something. You know what I'm saying?
Little something.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to.
Another like kind of just pitch in big care package in a sense. Like I know we got like shirts the first time, but like whatever route that we go, kind of like get a couple things,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
No, I've been thinking
Like,
about that
Put it on, 'cause
fucking
that would
every
be
day.
pretty sick. I've been.
Yeah, we got some new graphics to use.
I know you be going crazy with the graphics with all your freaking.
It's fun, dude.
all
Like
your-
that's
all
one
your
thing
stuff
that, about
popping
it.
off.
It's just like it's fun. And
That JJ Frank. That.
I could just see that shit on
What's your
hats and shit.
What's your name? What do they tag you? What's your
JJ
X
Frank?
name? Is JJ Frank?
Oh, well, like my at is like Tonodoka.
Tonodoka, that's what.
Yeah, TONODOKA. Because that was like my gamer tag and shit. Like growing up, like I started that name came from World of Warcraft. So like
Huge shout out.
yeah, I'm a big nerd over here, but yeah,
Warcraft. So you played like OG, like vanilla World
yeah.
of Warcraft? Dang. That's that grind life.
Mm-hmm.
You played
Yeah,
too?
bro.
Did you end up?
Not as much.
No.
I did play a little bit with some. You got me into it.
No, but yeah, like what really got me into it is like we played RuneScape a lot, and then it was like World of Warcraft. Like I had another
Okay.
family friend, so my older sister's cousin, because she's my half sister. Her cousin was playing it and was like really into it and had an account and stuff, and I slept over there a few times and I was like, this is fucking awesome, and ended up convincing my mom to get it for me because I was too young to buy it for myself. And yeah, dude, was addicted straight up.
No,
That's where Tonodoka came from, and that's the X. Project X.
I'm glad you kept that because I was gonna say Tonka, but I was like, that's not right.
Dude, I got so much of it,
That's
like
not
on like playing
So-
PlayStation, you know, because that's my PlayStation name too. And so people were like Tonka Donka,
Tonka.
yeah,
Tonka.
like, and then people would just say Tono, and I'm like, yeah, that works, like just Tono.
No.
Used to be
I
my
feel you.
Instagram handle too, but
I feel you with the World of Warcraft though. I grinded back in the day for sure.
World of
Played a
Warcraft,
lot,
wow.
yeah.
What was your is there a certain expansion that you started on?
Like I played vanilla, and it was like me. It was like 3 of us, but it was mostly me and another friend that like leveled and like we sat there and like almost like switched off and like leveled the account like all night in a sense and like really like grinded it out
Yeah.
because of like what it took, and we eventually hit like 60, and what we were like a warrior, and we went to like do PvP and we were not good.
Yeah, I love doing
Like, to
PvP.
be real, we got to level 60. We were like, dude, we made it. Like, we're gonna be like with the big dogs, and we just kind of got like,
That's how
we got like, we got wrecked. No, being real, and we got wrecked. And like, that's when I realized like the very difference in like the very big difference in classes, because that's when like
Yeah.
paladins, like nobody could kill a paladin.
Yeah, they were just
And, like,
wrecking
would
everyone.
like PvP, they'd be like 50 and 0.
And plus, you're going
Just
against
like
some
water.
people that never sleep.
Exactly, and I didn't know that. I was a kid, you know, so I didn't know that until my excuse me, I need
Some people.
to cough a little bit. But my childhood best friend, his mom married a guy, and he was a big WoW guy, and I was like, what, an adult that plays WoW? Like, I didn't know that existed. But then he had like 3 maxed out characters, working on a 4th, and he was selling the
Probably
like-
bots.
accounts or the characters, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah, it was awesome to play on, because I would just go over there, sleep over, and we would play with his crazy ass characters and just nuke everyone. It was just like, do. You could just walk through and just do whatever. You could go, if you're Horde, you could go to the Alliance side and just have a bunch of people. You could walk through the town and just murder everyone. Yeah, it was so like OP. Like, he spent a lot of time. Man, wow. Shout out Joe.
All that time I played Halo.
Yeah, this dude played competition Major League Gaming.
Thing for Halo? For which one?
Reach.
For Reach?
Yeah, actually went to Anaheim and stuff.
Yeah, even out of
Knew
state.
exactly what you were talking about, how you feel like, oh, I'm gonna beat some ass and beat everybody up.
He's like, yeah, he had a shirt with his, gamer tag on it.
Yeah, somewhere upstairs.
Like mac and cheeses.
I even got like one of the top teams that like won like 70 games in a row signed my shirt. So I had like their team on my shirt. So it's like the most wins record ever in Halo, and I got that team on my shirt. It's so sick. But we didn't get like, there's like 130 teams. We got like 88th place or something. But still, it was like,
That's
He
crazy.
got humbled quick,
Yeah.
so he was going there like, "Oh, ballin'! I got a shirt with my name on it," and then it's like,
well, we did
what
pretty
the
good,
fuck?
but our coach didn't show up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he pussied out. So we were like, oh, we got.
he's probably getting faded in Anaheim, bro.
Oh man, I could tell you some crazy stories with the fucking Anaheim. I was like drinking with like Robbie B. We're playing ping pong. Like the next day, like, where's Robbie B? And he was like, oh, I was like, oh, he got faded. Like, oh shit, he's playing right now. Oh, so their team had to like forfeit. Like one of the top 5 teams. And so I was like, oh, I was just like playing beer pong with him like all day. Like we were smoking blunts on the roof of the hotel and all sorts of stuff.
Just a major league gamer.
Yeah, it was like I was playing with like this guy named Ninja, the fucking Fortnite guy, and yeah, I like was in an interview with him with some Australian person, and I was like hella drunk, like he was like hella joking around with making fun of this Australian accent and shit. Yeah, I knew Ninja before he became famous. Like he was good at free
Ninja before he was Ninja.
Yeah, he was a free for aller in Halo. And like I was a nobody, but I had like long ass hair, 27-inch hair, and like a big ass beard. And everybody was like, "Oh, you're a hippie," and I was like, "Where's the butt at?" And I'm like, "I don't know, my buddy could get it." And so I was looking up all the pros, and I was like, "Here's your number, like hook me up." And I was like, "What's your name?" And they're like, "You don't know his name?" I was like, "No." They're like, "This is like one of the best players." I'm like, "I don't know your name, dude." They're like, "This is Macy. He's like the best player. And he's giving your name for weed." I'm like, "I'm sorry." Like everybody's like, "Why are you even here?" I'm like, "I'm just having fun. I'm actually playing," but it was great time.
That sounds like a wild time.
Yeah, it's like all the pros were like coming up and they're like
PlayStation. And then like
Yeah, I didn't play very much.
there's
But the
been a
new
lot
one's
since, and then like one of the last ones was for the Switch,
Yeah.
and so or like at least wasn't.
Well, they just
available on the
released.
Switch.
Yeah, they just released
so
it for the Switch.
I played it, and then like they released this new one, and it's only PlayStation 5, Xbox, or PC.
I don't have
That was
PlayStation
like-
5. I only have a PS4. So like I'm getting fucked too. But it's like I'm probably just
How
gonna
much
get a
is-
PS6.
What?
Yeah, because that shit's coming out like next year or some shit.
It's like next year.
Dude, the PS5's been out
I need
for
to
almost
know.
10 years.
I need to know. That's so sad. Makes me want to cry.
Yeah, I know. I used to be like a huge gamer.
I think I would just do a PC and maybe just like do it like a plug-in controller or something.
Well, I mean, that's what Max got. I mean, he's got an Xbox, like the newer one, PS4, and then but mainly he's got like a big PC and he just hooks up his controller.
I think that would do the way.
But like you said, sometimes games are exclusive, like only to like a PlayStation 5 or whatever.
Yeah. And so that's where a little frustrating, but I'm just a big fan of that game. That game's real fun,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
No, it is. It's a ton of fun. It's like adult Zelda or some shit,
Adult Zelda.
right? I don't know.
Valid. I think a big part. I think it's because it actually worked with a good amount of skill. That kind of like single set strategy, in a way, of a game. It's not very like free roam. It really is like you grind and get better equipment and level up.
Yeah.
That's gross.
So
You can't even see the signatures anymore. It's sad.
Oh, yeah, they're
Ogre
faded.
2.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the Ogre brothers and some kid. I forget their names. I should have kept more care of it. Oh well. There's like a big dust line here. Look at that. That's nice. Oh well. But that's gonna go on the.
Gotta go in the frame.
Well,
Gotta put that shit in a
there's
frame.
this one.
Yeah, when he went to the Cannabis Cup.
Crazy.
Third annual. What year was this?
Third annual.
2015.
Yeah. I met the raw guy.
Yeah, Josh. We saw him at Emerald Cup.
Yeah. He gave me a bunch of weed because I gave him a lighter. It's kind of funny. That's kind of. I was gonna say it's weird because here I couldn't tell you which best weed I've had, but here it feels like I've had the best weed ever because my buddy had a green card. He gave me some of OG
A
Skywalker.
green card? A medical card?
Yeah, it was like they had a call with a green. I don't know. Maybe that's what he called it. But then it's like the OG Skywalker. It was like one hit of a joint. And I was like, my eyes squinted, and I was like, what the hell? Like, is this laced? It's so good. And then with the Cannabis Cup, everything.
Everything was awesome.
Yeah, everything is awesome. It was just unbelievably too much at the end. It's like trying to smoke it all before you go home. It's like, oh my god. And then people come out in the back and they're like, we got some too to share with you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Emerald Cup was pretty extravagant. We were getting, it was everywhere. I mean, people had hash, and they were just like, you want some? You want some? Me and Gabe were in, somewhere in the back, like smoking a hash hole, and someone was just like, oh, I gotta go inside for the award ceremony. Here's another hash hole. And we're just like double fishing hash holes in front of the cops, like, this is fucking the Emerald Cup, what up?
It was very wild.
It was sick, bro.
That's what we were doing in the back of the place too.
When we were sitting watching like the awards and like they were handing us the
mood spray?
Like the mood spray, the dab spray.
And then it won first place twice in 2 different categories.
They would have, they don't know what it would.
And you're like,
That was
what the
pretty
fuck?
crazy.
We have this shit in our hands.
Yeah.
And then, dude, it works very well. That was one of the best products there, for sure. Yeah, that shit was cool. Shout out Mood Spray.
Big shout out.
Yeah. Liquid dabs.
Liquid.
Yeah, and I knew about that shit before any of that because Zuda was on that shit. Zuda Chris, my homie, who was there.
Those are like
He'd been on that shit. The spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the little blunt. He was working for Rockstar.
That was like the roadies.
Yeah,
That's
the
what they were.
roadies. Yeah. Yep.
Dang. With the year ahead, what would you choose to go to? If it was like another like UCC, we can like plan, we can fund, same thing.
I mean, if
same kind of thing. Like what?
if I
like,
had
what-
unlimited funds, or what's the catch here? Like
no, like
realistically,
I would say I'd say
because I don't think
both.
Spannabis is like that realistic for everyone to go with like passport stuff and like I don't know. So I would want to go to Spannabis.
You got your passport?
No, I don't.
Down. But Spannabis would be your one.
Yeah, dude, that real Piatella, dog. That real Piatella, dog. You ain't never had real Piatella if you ain't never been to Spain, dude. They ain't bringing that shit back.
What?
You kidding me? That shit smoked. All overseas.
You're not wrong. What would be 2 then? Or
2.
3?
In the States. I'm going. Dude, I don't know. Probably like one of those rosin ones that Sep was talking about earlier. Like that would be sick. Like Ecoplash or Master of
Rosins or Lord of Rosins.
Yeah, dude. Like,
dang.
Just to be there and check that stuff out. Because, I mean, we went to the Emerald Cup, and I'm like, as far as, like, cups go, like, that's the one, right?
That's the holy grail.
That's the holy grail.
That is a cup. That's
I
the
mean,
one.
cannabis cup, but it's kind of oversaturated. Emerald cups has been like the underground, like the OGs, like. But as far as like other cups, there's other events, but I don't know about awards. Besides those rosin ones, yeah.
I'd say like maybe Ego Clash.
Right.
Would be up there with just kind of like how it is, but it's kind of like I don't think a lot of the OGs in a sense compete in that where like or submit things in that where they do for Emerald Cup.
You think they're trying harder for Emerald Cup?
No, I just think like it's just different markets at the end of the day. I don't think like everybody is submitting all of their product just to.
Well, they don't do all
Like-
their product, but they do their best product.
Yeah, but they're using everything that they have to go to all the events. Like I don't know, I don't know about it.
Yeah, well, it's got to be different batches, right?
So you tell me. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's more.
You got to
just,
take it with a grain of salt, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, based on the timing and everything. But you got to also think that, like, just because the person in fourth place didn't win an award doesn't mean their hash is shitty. This is all, like, amazing, top of the line hash.
Yeah. No, and I always feel that way, especially where
we're talking about
I don't see it a
inches,
lot
you know?
here. A lot of the like almost none of the homies ever see it here. It's only like when I'm with like you guys.
As far as
like,
what?
Other people have like hash or like
Oh.
like actually consume it like almost like everybody else. It's like, oh what? Like you can actually get that?
Oh yeah, no, I've heard
use
someone the
that
other
for the
day
most
that I thought was like a heavy user, and they were like, "No, I've never taken a dab." And I was like, "What?" Like, well, the other day, like when we had Drew on, shout out Drew, she had never taken a dab, and we gave her first dab in the back of my truck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, "This is like, what do you do?" She's like, "That tastes so good." I was like, "Welcome to the hash life."
You were like,
Yeah, dab.
yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah, dude. It's kind of wild how, like, I take for granted, like, of how deep we are into this world. You know, of like cannabis and cannabis culture, cannabis use. Like, I've been dabbing for over 10 years now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I got some old videos and shit that's gonna be put in the archives for sure. Follow us on Patreon.
You have to. You have to.
Follow us on Patreon. I got old videos, old
Dang, that's
old
actually
photos
crazy.
of just like 2013 fucking BHO. You know, like what hash was like.
Yeah.
2012, 2013.
We even had the old hair press rosin.
Yeah, when rosin came out,
We were far.
we were like right on the cusp of that. Like, there was big ass stoners that didn't know about that shit, and me and him were pressing that shit with nugs and parchment paper with a straightener and making rosin, and people were like, "What the? You're wasting your weed," and we're like,
No,
"This is solventless hash." Like,
it's so good.
yeah.
No, you don't understand.
Dude, yeah.
They were like,
nobody understood. And now it's the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not flower rosin, but like rosin is like, that's the next cash crop.
I remember.
You know,
people
like-
looked at me like I was crazy with all the flat nugs. And I was like,
You
I'll
just
take-
left with chips.
Yeah, I was like, I'll take whatever excess you have, and you don't even know, man. Like, rosin's the shit.
For the ease of use,
Yeah.
how convenient it is. It doesn't, make your house smell. So like people in apartments could be
Right.
roasting up rosin. Like, yeah, it's like, it's bound to be very, very popular. Especially in a state where we don't have a flamed flower, you know?
Mhm.
So, like, it's definitely in
Yeah, I will say with a state with no flame to flower, it is pretty crazy what like prices can be for dabs though.
$90 a gram.
And like I get like having like top shelf like
a gram,
like
and it's not even that good.
But like there should definitely be like a better access there, or it should like that rule should just be gone because I don't know, it's just not helping anybody.
Right.
I say that like there is like health factors backed by it, like right, you know what I mean, like if you have to like dry vape it, but
I think it becomes more of a company money thing. They're like, oh, look how much weed money we put into this product. We have to add that to the final product. It's like calculating more money they can put into it, I think. Like, it's probably not even close to that, the price. They just put the extra ad cost.
Well, there is like that and like what I kind of mentioned, like actual like health reasons, right? Like,
Yeah.
actually like the light, like you bring like hemp wick.
Yeah, there's
versus lighter.
Yeah,
versus like drier vaporizer, like it is better on your lungs, but
how much more testing
that's
does
kind of like
that go through than weed? Like weed gets like its count of how much, I guess, THC percentage per nug or whatever is on it, but with dab it goes through like compressors and chemical tests and it's like all sorts of things, or is it like
they would both go through the same testing.
The same testing, okay. So I was like,
it's just like they have to test it different ways, but it's the same results.
Okay. I was like, maybe it goes through more excessive testing, so it has some more added price to it.
No, it's where it's refined, right? Like dabs, like being trichomes and not having like plant material, chlorophyll, like all that stuff. Like that's why it's like better also on like lungs. And I think like that's the biggest argument, but like also missing out on so much. Like I don't know, people want pre-rolls so bad, bro. And like, and I don't know, like as a heavy consumer, like that's obviously not a rule that like people follow. Like in a legal market,
it's
like
never
most
been
people
enforced.
don't
Has anybody got a
follow it,
ticket
so
for flame to flower? I don't think anybody's gotten a ticket for flame to flower.
I don't know.
Most
I'd be willing to bet that, but I also don't know.
For combustion, they're like, oh,
like I don't think like that's what.
Like maybe if
Cops would be like-
cops are looking for something, like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna bust them on this, and then they're like, oh, I have a card, and they're like, okay, we can't bust them on weed, but we can bust them on combustion because we sell.
Yeah.
They had a roach. You know what I mean?
When cops have to get their number of tickets, their quota, they're like, oh, I gotta fill the quota of tickets.
Well, apparently cops don't have a quota.
No,
That's
I was
what.
Like,
That's
I
what.
picture like guy walking at the park what you say, like puts a roach out. It's like, hey, get back here. Guy gets chased down.
Smelling it right in front of him. What is this?
Ticket. You get a ticket. You can't put any flame to flower here.
No combustion.
No combustion. That smells so bad. No, I'm just.
Well, I mean, I've heard the argument that it's like what, you dab? And I'm like, yeah. Like, how? Like that's illegal. Like because of the torch.
Illegal.
And I'm like, so if I fucking
So
vape,
we're already going for the heady
I was
option.
like,
Let's
oh
go.
my god.
All the way.
So my brain starts spinning. I'm like, so if there's a fucking fire next to me and I'm hitting the vape, is that combustion?
Is that
Like the fire doesn't touch the product.
You see, that doesn't matter because the sun
Vaporizing off the glass.
The sun's heat technically overpowers that little.
I've made that argument because I've had a magnifying glass and you can take solar hits.
Exactly.
And I'm like, but they're like, oh, that's still combustion.
Yeah, the sun technically overpowers that little flame, so everything is combustion. We're just star matter.
Yeah, someone said that at work the other day. They're like, there's no such thing as vaporizing. It's all combustion. And I'm like, no, it's.
Yeah, it's
you
like
can see when it combusts.
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna combust.
See when it combusts.
It's almost like the boiling to a Lyman frost effect when it's so hot that it's like not even boiling. It's just on top of the heat. There's like a vapor in between. It's like so much of a difference.
What you loading up there, dog?
The cherry runs.
That cherry runs.
Is that a family member of the white runs?
Yes, it's runts.
So runs is the base. What does the white mean? Is that just the sub?
So white is probably like white diesel or some shit. White
Widow.
White widow, yeah. That's
Whatever it was married to.
It's crossed with.
They had a baby.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, if I can find any original, it would be that Skywalker.
Skywalker OG.
Yeah, the original. Because I felt like that was the best I've ever had. But then again, there's so many good. I was just looking through the.
You gotta look for any Skywalker OG crosses, bro.
That would be.
Here's some Skywalker OG grown by Trap Jesus. Look at that.
That's looking absolutely wild.
Oh wait, sorry.
That looks like crazy too.
Yeah, these were all the ones that I was going through.
So this flower is super resinous and has notes of pine, gas, and a slight cream funkiness.
Cream?
Smokes super clean out of the Sov. Hey, it has the same bong as I have. Sovereignty. Smokes super clean out of the Sov and has power behind it. This one is checking all the boxes. 8.5 out of 10.
That's crazy.
That's Skywalker OG.
God, that is exactly what I remember. That is stupid good looking. Wow, that's
cold.
What? No wonder I remember that thing is like my eyes squinted instantly.
Here's some more Skywalker OG.
So good. Oh my god. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. I like how the hairs give it like its own style. Little orange pulling through in here.
The orange hairs.
Yeah. So the first place was like Ghost Train Haze from the 2015, and that's from Colorado Sativas. Oh, so they had the different.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of Skywalker OG going around right now, Mac.
That would be dope. Sweet Silver Haze, Pootie Tang Starbuds, Ghost Train Haze.
That's probably
Veganic Strawberry Coffee.
Mean for real.
What would veganic mean, or whatever the fuck? Veganic?
That's some freaking Kyle Cushman, dude. That's like Kyle Cushman talked about it, and it's just like the way it's grown. They like end up testing for like whatever plant material for parts per billions. Like they're testing for very like living soil type of.
That's actually really sick. They got tests for veganic, and so it's the organic, probably protein, like some sort of bug protein.
No.
The plant protein is like vegan. It's total.
Just fucking solid living soil. Fucking get some ladybugs and shit.
Oh, I see. So it's even more organic.
No synthetic pesticides or fucking anything. All natural.
They just found it in like someone's backyard. They're like hiking, like, oh.
No, it's probably some fire ash genetics.
I'm just kidding. It's like deep in the wild.
I just like remember talking about like getting soil from pretty crazy places as part of it, and then like what you're saying, like feeding it very like organic nutrients.
Yeah, you
That's where like veganic comes from.
Go hiking and pick up some crazy soil from
top of mountain,
Brazil or whatever.
right? Reddish soil that has a great iron compound or something that
Iron
breaks
content.
down. Yeah, like a unique style of, I don't know, molecules that absorb well into your weed that makes it
Supercharged.
I mean, no, it does, like, it pulls out the robot stuff and keeps the vegan. And then you don't have transformer weed, it's just all vegan. There it goes.
It's not carnivore weed.
Yeah. No, it's actually super crazy nanobot technology that helps you. Then green crank, I remember that. Or
Green crack?
Yeah, green crack.
Well, the green crank. Damn, dude, this is a whole nother.
Crank.
It's a whole nother drug, dude.
Uh-oh, who's taking greens? You fertilizer. What's your greens?
No, this is my stuff. My stuff, new stuff. So
Oh shit. Then
you go for it.
we'll do rock,
You
paper,
go for
scissors. Rock, paper, scissors?
Go ahead, dude.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Appreciate it. Thank you. How's your both phones doing? I got Charter right here. And you're both Type C, right?
iPhone,
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I'm
but
hot Type
you would have
C.
to ask him for a night lightning. You might have it hidden in his trunk.
Yeah, for sure.
But then you probably have one too, and then I got you.
I don't know what
But
the fuck.
nobody's asking, so I'm guessing you're both good, right?
I'm at 16%, so kind of not.
Alright, well. Let me know if you do need it. Right there. Oh, so I was
So I
gonna
need
say, it's not-
that lightning fucking whatever the fuck it's called.
And this is your new stuff. What was the name?
Cherry Runts.
Cherry Runs. Yes, please. That was so good.
Mind if I hit this slushy?
Here, hit the slushy, hit the sloosh.
Hit the blue
Hit the
slush.
sloosh.
Oh, is that on the cruise?
Yeah.
Cruises are fun, huh? Yeah, last time I went on a cruise, I didn't need the fucking passport, dude, to go to Cozumel and shit. They're like, as long as you're leaving the same port that you're coming back in, and you're good, you don't need a passport. And I was like, bet.
I might be wrong. If not,
And you have to double time, dude.
I'm ready. I got hand warmth. So I don't think I'd be able to start a fire with that though.
The castaway. Wilson!
I don't think I've ever actually tried starting a fire. Friction fire.
I have with sticks. It's fucking hard as fuck. I can't do
Boy
it.
Scouts.
I just did it by myself.
You just do it by yourself.
Because I'm crazy.
Savage.
Curious.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted
Probably
to do Boy
messing around.
Scouts, but
I don't remember ever
Never
doing it. So, if I had tried, I never succeeded. Because I don't remember that.
No, same. I remember like them kind of showing, but then like Boy Scouts, it was just like the flint.
yeah, that was
Yeah, like,
easy.
whatever. Exactly. Yeah.
You had some cotton balls
A
and some
lot
flint.
easier to say the least.
Yeah.
But
If you have flint, you're fucking set up.
yeah.
And a knife. You're done. You're good. Like, give me a flint and a knife.
That's it. That's a wrap.
I'm good. Just put me in the mountains.
Because
Flint and a knife, dude.
Become Bear Grylls, start eating rabbits, freaking
That's
snakes.
Yeah, squirrels, rabbits, They're all getting eaten.
Yeah, I've seen.
And I'm not a big dude. Don't take much to keep me fed.
Yeah,
I'm living.
I feel the same way. I feel like I've seen and read enough about it. But
Unless it's cold, I'm dying.
I have less
I'm
than
dead.
5% experience in any of that, so there's no way I'd be able to survive probably.
No, this
season,
as soon as like, what month is it? March?
It is
See.
indeed.
As soon as April hits,
Fortunately.
catch me up high altitude all weekend long. Me and my dog, getting stoned as fuck up there, howling at the moon
I thought you were going
by
to
ourselves.
catch me outside up in the mountain.
Yeah, dude. We gotta do a fucking cast in the mountains, dude.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Just to do a
We should honestly do another
Retreat.
nature.
dude. A retreat would be fire. Josh messaged me to go to like a lunch or
That's cool.
something.
Nice.
And I was like, dang, like, you wanna know what? That kind of sounds cool, but like I'd also rather go to a retreat with the boys.
Yeah,
that would be
retreat.
another wild sesh like that would be sick.
Definitely, it's definitely needed in my book, dude.
And
I
what
need
way do you
something
mean
like that.
retreat? Like an outing to a cabin or like a
So
bigger...
it was last October,
No.
2 Octobers ago.
2 Octobers ago.
It was like 2 Octobers ago. We went. It was us two, Sep, who was here, and then Gabe. Do you know? I don't know. If
I
it was
think I
Gabe.
met Gabe once.
No, I don't think so.
And then Gabe, who's like on part of like UCC with us,
Right.
but we
And
went-
Conrad.
and Conrad.
No way, cool.
And it was us, and we like all slept in a tent, but we were on a retreat that like this guy named Josh hosted, and he was like part of like Blue Collective in a sense, and like did these retreats, and so
It's
it
like
was
yoga,
us, but-
mindfulness, and it was like a
Yeah.
men's retreat.
Is it like somebody's property or is it like...
no, we just went
Oh, we
camping.
just went like in the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were literally up in the mountains camping,
Okay, cool.
and it was us.
But
and then,
usually
like, a
they
couple
do
of-
go to somebody's property. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
That's where my question was like...
yeah.
Go ahead though.
But then we also knew some of like the other guys that were there, like through being in like the industry and everything.
So it's
And
like,
so-
like a get together, a group up or meet up.
Yeah. So it was just like kind of like if needed and wanted, you could like consume very heavy, and then we went on like a crazy walk / hike.
Yeah,
Nature walk.
Yeah.
big one.
And
Conrad was green.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Because
Yeah,
like what
straight
like
up.
we had a bunch of edibles
There
before
was
we left.
edibles, tinctures,
And-
and we were smoking it up. So I think I took 3 100 milligram edibles,
Oof.
and then tincture. Squirt a tincture
I'm sure you
in my
guys-
mouth, and then we were smoking fucking joints like a
I'm
motherfucker.
guessing you guys stayed hydrated with beer.
No beer.
Okay.
No,
good
there
one.
wasn't. I don't think there was any alcohol.
No.
to be honest.
No alcohol. Yeah, lots of water.
Good. Never mind. So I was like, never mind. No crossing.
No, it was all like healthy. Maybe some people
Yeah,
did
like
a
they-
little bit
like-
of mushrooms, but
Like
super hippie.
we did get like very heavily medicated. We did like take a bunch, but the guys there did like all home cooked meals. Like they
Yeah.
cooked everything.
Right. So
That's
they
part
took
of
care of us. Like
Yeah.
And then actually,
And
has
so
like
like
a retreat.
everybody
Yeah,
like
it's-
helped in
it's-
their own way. But
yeah,
like
it's a real
where they
company.
set it up, like they had people like setting up and cooking meals for
Tents
every
out,
like night and
grills.
like morning and stuff. And so
There was no
it
cabin,
was
no indoor at all. It was all a big.
no, this was just like a literal campsite.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they just bring tents and grills.
Well, we brought our
Yeah.
tent, and then they brought their grill and stuff.
yeah, they brought like all
All the
needed
cooking
equipment that was needed.
And the food and stuff.
So
Mhm.
huge shout out.
Yeah.
To
Shout
them.
out
But
to
that's what we were
Blue.
saying. Like
Shout out to
a-
Blue,
a
the
retreat
collective,
would be
and Josh.
needed.
Yeah.
A huge like getaway would be like crazy to be real.
Even if it's not with Blake.
No, exactly.
It's just the
it doesn't have
boys.
to, but like that's what like made me think of it, you know? Like piecing it together that way, but like that would be sick. Doing like
Sounds very friendly.
crazy bit. Like I don't necessarily want to do like crazy long hike, but to do maybe something that was like to a pretty sick spot.
Like up high.
Yeah,
A good,
like
good chill.
it could be decent intensity because like I think it was like a very fun outlet.
We can all handle it.
Yeah, it was a very fun and like good outlet for us too, but to like a pretty like sick spot that
Being good views is always the best. Having a good view and watching.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah, I've smoked on top of the world before.
Yeah,
It felt like it.
I've gotten so many
The
mountains.
temp, I smoked on temp
Yeah, I have too.
this last year.
It's been a few years for
like
me
top and
since,
temp was the
since
first
Conrad
like,
was
top,
here.
like first time top.
Oh really?
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, good stops. I mean, a good amount of stops on the way up. Or
Yeah, because didn't you have the kid?
Just
Yeah,
never stop.
yeah, I did. I carried the kid.
Yeah, dude, he had his son
So
with
I
him.
didn't.
So.
I didn't take as many breaks as I necessarily would have, but
That's impressive.
nonetheless, breaks were taken.
Yeah, that's impressive though.
So
He's like just thinking about that. I'm like, I'd probably take 50 breaks, just like so it'd be like nice, calm. I'm not like panting at the top where I want to eat. Like, I'm hungry.
I want to eat. I want to
no, with
go.
like with carrying like Ashton, I bet it was like I bet I was around like a 60 pound.
Back
Like
Yeah.
starting weight like a 60 pound.
This got heavier, bro.
Yeah, I don't even have that
So-
big of a weight. I got a weighted vest, which is like 45 pounds on me, so that's nothing. You got 60 pounds?
Yeah, no, last time
Yeah,
that me and Conrad, like, we had a spot up in New Winter's, but yeah, I would put like almost 90 fucking pounds on my back and just rug it. It was only like 7 miles,
dude, that's still tough, bro.
but it was uphill. Like the way back is not so bad, but the way up, fucking, you're going like, ooh,
Yeah, forever.
and you're going up, dude, and it's
And all that weight makes it feel forever.
And then especially if you got like a cooler and you're dragging that shit through a trail that's not really made for a
that sounds
cooler.
wild.
But you want to you want to camp nice. And you can't, there's no vehicles, you know, it's all just trail. You're fucking hiking it. Backpacking, basically, you know.
No.
Did a super awesome wagon.
Yeah, no, people do get wagons too. With like big ass wheels on them.
Yeah. Those would be gonna be like anything with an animal.
It would help a lot.
Yeah, muling anything with an animal would be cool, but that's more of a pain.
Get just a big ass wagon with off road wheels and like big ass suspension. And then it's got a little electric motor.
Yeah, we got all sorts of robots for that now. We're in the future, guys.
Fucking ranger comes up to you. Hey, is this motorized? Not with.
Ask, get a free robot. That'll like carry your stuff up and down the mountain. You're like, we'll sponsor, we'll shout them out, and
Dude, that would help a lot to carry out an elk.
you know. That's just innovative.
The blue slushy. Delicious. And nutritious.
Facts. You heard it here.
Actuals. So yeah, dude, you wanna, like, what's, you trying to get back in the industry or what? You done with school?
No, pretty much 420. It's like right around then it's like technically last day. I just had like a little break.
Okay.
So was big chilling for a second, but this is technically my first week back at it.
Yeah. So what's after this? What's planned for Big West?
I just get a certificate, and then I maybe go to a different school.
Throw it in a filing cabinet.
Yeah,
call it a day.
I didn't just.
Like, what are you gonna do with that shit,
bro? Like, I don't know.
Make a weird online resume and just keep it.
Just waiting, dude.
I just
waiting for somebody to come by and be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you know anybody that's
I think-
really educated and all this stuff?"
You throw it in the ether and somebody will bite on eventually. Saying like, we need this specific set of skills.
Sound like what fucking movie is that?
Yeah, you do this specific.
We need this stay-at-home dad that lives in Bluffdale, Utah. They're like, what the fuck? They're like, this guy's going crazy.
Yeah, they know. But after the day I find you, dude, I trust me. You got some.
No, a big part of it was just to find a way to stay a little busy. Like, the stay-at-home life, like, pretty one-dimensional, for sure. And so it helped kind of stay busy, and for me,
Change shit up, throw a little curveball in there.
I do. True. I technically get paid to go to school.
Right.
So as a
So there's
stay-at-home,
no sweat on your back.
yeah, as a stay-at-home parent, like, it was a way to help out, and so that's a big portion why. And like, why not do cannabis? Because I love it, you know.
Yeah.
But the course has been good. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 overall. I wouldn't say. It's just very, very condensed learning, and it doesn't go until like, and it goes like very fast.
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't go into like very big details where like. So it kind of stops at basic knowledge, which like I would say like most people in the industry that
already know.
Yeah. Like, if you're like really looking at a product, how to break it down, what like you get from it,
yeah,
and stuff, like I feel like you know a good amount of that knowledge already.
Right.
And so I don't know. It's been fun though. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. I just fucking hate school.
I might like do like something else, another certificate, but it's not necessarily to get back in the industry, but it's one of those.
Yeah, have it in the resume, dude. Like, you have it in the back of your pocket. Whenever you need it, you can be like, boom. And it's great for the cast too, you know, it just like helps our credentials a little bit. It helps us sound a little more professional. Like, we got somebody who's got a fucking certificate in this shit.
Certified.
I've been dabbing for fucking 10 years. Bullshit,
certified,
dude.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, follow us on Patreon for the fucking 12-year-old videos of JJ fucking smoking and dabbing.
Dad.
I'm like, what's up, YouTube?
The behind the scenes go crazy.
Tono Schmoka here. No.
Tona.
Tono Doka 420.
Crazy. How long have you had that name? How long have you been repping that name?
Like,
how old am I now?
17 years.
Yeah, I think he's right.
Something like that.
Yeah, 17 years.
Yeah. That was like his first tag.
Yeah.
And then that was way long ago. Let's see. Yeah. 17 years.
Because it was like my first place when online first came out.
It was even
JJF Rock. JJF Rocks or some shit. But then I had made that WoW account, or WoW character, troll, named him Tonodoka. Because I was just like, oh, it's going to be weird. I was like, Tonodoka, and then boom, took it off from there.
I kind of remember you making it for some reason.
Yeah.
You were at the computer. I was there. That's Weird that it came up.
I think you were there. I know Brent was there.
That's
Yeah.
oh.
Shit was way back.
Well,
I had to be like 4th, 5th grade. So,
Like, that's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. I was a cheese lord back then. Yeah.
Sorry, what was
I was the cheese lord.
Cheese Lord.
That was me back then. Yeah. I was now Mac and Cheesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus.
Cheese and rice.
Cheese sauce rice.
Cheese sauce rice. We can just go on forever, dude.
It doesn't stop.
No.
Big, mac and cheese, Big Mac. I've actually been called cheese for a long time. So, a lot of unique
You
nicknames.
smoking that cheese, dude?
Smoking
You ever had cheese?
that.
The strain?
Cheese. That
We just had
UK
some-
cheese.
You ever, just cheese?
That.
We just had some Mac earlier.
On my 18th birthday, I had some cheese. Got everyone sick. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think like a good. I think
Good
that.
cheese. I haven't seen a good cheese in fucking a minute.
Yeah, it's probably because it's not
Cheese.
that good of a strain then. This is harder strain to grow. It's probably specific to cold weather or some
Landrace. Some landrace.
some specific stuff.
I don't know what the
I
fuck
think-
it was.
I think both of you are nailing it. It could be like doesn't like yield enough, whereas other plants can
Yeah.
be like stricter growing conditions. So like you put in a lot more effort and nutrients, and you don't get as much.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, it's good," but like it's a fucking waste of money to grow. So
Right.
And
Specific crowds.
that could be because like I haven't had it, but if you're talking about like smell to like taste
Yeah, that's the thing.
ratio, you know what I mean? Like switch. Like I don't know if a lot of people want cheese.
That's the thing. I don't
Either,
remember
like-
anything about the smell.
Obviously, if it's around and like people talk about it, I think like the effect,
Would have to be very good.
yeah. But
it was like blue
If you're talking
cheese,
about,
blue
like,
dream, and
taste and
cheese
stuff,
for
like-
us.
yeah,
Blue cheese. I do remember smoking quite a few, but never too impressed. It was more impressive that it was the cheese, and I like cheese. But other than that, it's like Blue Dream would be better or something. Something more.
Dude, can you remember any of the other strain names back in the day? I remember Blue Dream was the first weed that got me high, because Mac had some. Bag said Blue Dream,
There was
and-
a train.
and I got some and smoked it with homie Brent, and we got fucking literally lit.
Train wreck. Train wreck was a fun one.
Literally litter than lit.
yeah,
Litter than lit.
Yeah,
Like literally.
that's crazy.
Literally litter than lit, dude.
that's because we probably had a lot of caffeine. It was probably crossfaded.
Did you guys like both smoke for the first time together, or
No.
you already smoked a lot?
Yeah,
In
I
a
was
sense?
smoking by then.
Yeah, because he's 4 years older than me.
Yeah, 4.5 years older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was smoking 4 years like prior to that. I think I was like 14 smoking out of cans. Maybe 15.
And I was 14.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
yeah. When I was like
So
7.
he was like 17, 18 showing me.
No, I was
Wow.
actually 16 when I first smoked. Because I remember I was behind a trash can right after my birthday. And they were like, Mac, come take this. And I'm like, okay. And it's like no peer pressure. And I was just like, okay. And just, yeah, we were going to a
And you got high your first time?
And it was just like they were like in the can right behind some like apartment complex, and yeah.
So my first time was in a can with you. I remember you fucking broke the can opener top and made the holes in the Pepsi can. We went to the East Center parking lot and fucking... And I didn't get high my first time. Smoked the shit out of the can, him and Brent. Didn't get high.
My guess is because there was probably a lot of nervous tension.
I don't know, but I acted high and they were like, yeah, he's faking it. They just knew.
Well,
But the fucking second time, I got that blue dream from him up here, from his hat, from his room up there. Fucking took it to Brent's house on Friday. We got off on early, early day Friday. And we got ripped. I got so scared for my life, bro.
I got so scared.
Because I saw myself in a third person, bro. Like Grand Theft Auto type shit. I was like, Mama! I started running out the house, bro.
That's
Homie had to
crazy.
come and get me. I don't remember anything after
sounds
that.
like salvia.
I was high as fuck. I was like, is this the point of view of my guardian angel?
That's wild.
Yeah, I've had salvia highs like that.
But yeah, I was hooked.
I was hooked instantly.
I was like, you could play video games
instantly
out here?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like. It was just as fun as video games. Or not. Or, if not funner.
It was good times. But then it was pretty good quality for the stuff back then. But then for being lightweights, it was quite a lot.
Yeah, no, like I got into good weed really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny thinking.
And especially in high school, I didn't smoke.
Yeah.
There was no smoking bad weed, dude. It was all like
smoking bad
fire, bud. And it was like doing operations to get this shit.
Yeah. I feel funny.
It wasn't like, hey, I'm meeting up and we're buying weed. It was like,
we thought we were sneaky.
it was always like some crazy operation.
Yeah, dude, I could definitely imagine.
Yeah, dude.
Could definitely imagine.
It was nothing like beyond crazy. No car chases or gunfights or nothing. It was like pretty subtle, but it was fun. It was like.
I mean, I had a couple close calls or like altercations where we like made it bigger than it actually was. Like we went strapped, bro. Like fucking.
Gotta be prepared.
We went to go buy some. I don't know. It had been like a half pound or something, and weed that was in Rose Park, like sketchy. We didn't know the kid, and fucking loaded up with goons, bro. My car with goons. Fucking ARs, shot Mossberg.
Was Conrad?
Yeah, dude, Conrad and his bros. Dude, you know who it was.
I bet they were the ones that recommended that shit.
Of course, it wasn't me, dude. They're like, we gotta be careful. I'm like, all right.
I feel like they were just playing what they're told.
And then they're like, okay, you're gonna call us. You're gonna keep us on speaker.
Yeah.
And just keep us on the phone, so we're gonna hear everything he says. And if we hear something pop off, we're gonna fucking bust down the door and just.
I bet it was like super casual.
Keep going blasting. The guy probably thought it was super casual, but I was sweating bullets, bro. I was like, oh my god, like. If anything, if I dropped the phone, dude, imagine. I just dropped the phone. And they just hear like and they just poof. Because they had masks and dude, the shit was allegedly. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy.
Allegedly.
But yeah, no, nothing. It was very. Nothing happened.
Masks, so.
Nothing happened. But yeah, bro, we were ready. We were prepared. Rather be safe than sorry,
Right.
Facts.
We didn't like.
That's understandable.
We didn't hit him for a lick or nothing. We didn't like rob him.
Exactly.
We just fucking came prepared.
Around in masks are pretty much.
We just came heavily defended, bro. I had my goons.
The goons.
Mm-hmm.
The squad.
Yeah. Legit goons, so not like the Goons World goons.
No, not that.
Not my NFT goons. They some nice people. They would never do that. Yeah, bro. I'm stoned.
Me too.
You feeling it?
I'm pretty high.
Yeah, it's because I kept blowing the moon.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it was like 4 in a row. You guys never told me to stop.
You weren't supposed to. You did great.
Yeah, I did great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a solid job.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it
trying to
was
time
the
it.
pens and the hash too that really set me off.
Yeah. I was trying to skip the pens because I don't like getting that's why I was drinking coffee. As soon as like I took the pen, I was like, coffee. I'm gonna fall asleep on the table here. Like after maybe 2 pens. That's why when I seen you with the lighting.
I drank a beer, coffee, and smoked a bunch of weed and hit a bunch of pens, bro. I'm fucking
What's the thing? Blinker.
buzzing.
My brain. He was doing like 6 blinkers in a row, and I'm like, that put me to sleep. That's too much.
How many blinkers have you seen me do in a row? At least 4.
I want to say it was. I thought it was 6, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have a cart,
It
but
was
I don't
maybe
want to burn it.
4 or 6.
It's
but,
funny, PC says.
But it would have been like the retreat.
Yeah.
We had like a bunch of pods,
Yeah.
and it was like out of.
Right. I have one, but I don't want to do that and burn the fuck out of it.
It's funny too because it's like right after one. How many should I do? Should I keep doing them in a row? I think I'm gonna do more in a row, and then it's like after like 3.
Yeah, I'm talking without like
exactly.
exit,
Yeah, it's like in
blowing out
between
the smoke.
talking, and then you're like, I'll do 4 in a row. Watch this, and then that's like 7 total within like 3.
That shit's like hot. Like the battery gets too hot to hold.
Yeah.
Like I need an oven mitt to take more blinkers.
I'm dead.
Yeah. And then I'm surprised you stay conscious.
Who has the most durable hardware? Come on, let me know.
Wouldn't you be able to make a?
Yeah, I bet I could rip. I bet I could rip like good quarter of a fucking gram in a cart. It's like.
What about the ones with the bricks, and then they're meant for like not THC.
The e-cig.
No, the big bricks. They're like batteries, and then you can take it off and put nicotine in it.
Yeah.
And they have like wires in them. Mods.
Right.
Can you make a mod?
I don't think like that would be necessarily the way. What comes to mind is like they've made ones where like you can screw on like the cart, and like it like the device hits it for you and it can like fill up a cup.
Oh yeah.
So it's like maybe you could do that where it's like what you're saying, like it's like the big bong rip, but like it's the quarter gram cart. You know what I mean? I think that would be more.
Yeah.
A little bit
reasonable.
more of the way.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
I think so.
But yeah, I was gonna say like that would be very efficient to be able to modify your mod.
I've definitely seen the one that's with flour and it fills up the cup. And I can't remember if I've actually seen the dab pen one or if I'm just making that shit up in my head.
You probably have online on a.
That's what I'm saying. I think I might have scrolled past it real quick.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that invent really cool stuff.
Yeah, dude. There's
So
a lot
the
of
devices are never ending, to say the least.
Yeah.
To say the least.
And that's
the
only
devices
the ones
are
that you
never
can only
ending.
see. The ones that you don't see. I bet
There's so
government
much,
or
dude.
somebody in the government is like, let's make the coolest non-existent one that will never tell the public. And it's just like some joke, like inside joke that they made this.
So these are the people that I signed up for their creator thing. You know, this is the people that want to send me the.
Oh, you're gonna like customize?
Yeah. Well, they just said send it tell us your favorite color, basically. But yeah, it's like I don't know. The fuck? Go to affiliates. I think if that's right. Filled out the thing.
Sick. That's sick though.
They hit me back up. So
It's pretty interesting.
right? I don't know. I can't really scroll through that shit, but what the fuck?
don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'm literally just sending it to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I'm probably gonna like look to start getting out of here. I'm getting hungry.
Yep.
Being real, I gotta go find some food.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have some cup of noodles.
Part of me was like, you want to know what? I might make it back at home for dinner. I'm not.
No way.
So,
gotta eat
It's
something.
already
I'm
what?
hitting something.
11? What you getting, dude? Tell the people.
I don't even know what's even open. I haven't been out
McDonald's, Wendy's.
this late.
Fast foods.
There's taco spots.
Tacos. Dang. Any like good late night Chinese? What's up with some late night Chinese?
I don't know, dude. I just moved here like a year ago.
This is my first time here. It's the Little World Chinese restaurant.
What the fuck?
Little World.
Little World.
Little World.
China's, they're open until 12 a.m.
Hello, I'm Elon Musk.
That's like backwards. That's funny. 12 a.m. through 11 a.m. What? Isn't it supposed to be 11 a.m. through 12 a.m.? I don't think it matters, does it? That hurts my brain thinking about that.
Too stoned for time, bro. You ever been too stoned for time?
It makes sense both ways, even though it doesn't. Should make sense one way or the other, but
Well, apparently they're getting rid of daylight savings time next year in Salt Lake, in Utah. So that's cool.
It's wild.
and then the light won't.
That is wild.
I'm down for it. We
Me
don't
too.
need it because we have digital clocks now.
Yeah,
We don't need a sundial.
yeah. I don't mind the sun not changing all of a sudden drastically and then having to wake up or fall asleep such a different time.
Exactly. Just let the world work the way it works.
Yeah.
Your body will get used to it. It's called the circadian rhythm.
Right.
Catches up.
It's almost funny because it's like a social experiment changing people's lives just because you're like, all the time changed because.
What are you looking at? Chinese food or just how long it is to go home?
How long it would be to get to Chinese food?
Yeah, see if what's on the way there.
Food.
Because you might have something that's closer there.
Some.
Because if you want to eat now, you get
I'll
something
see.
here in this
I think
area.
we're gonna be finding out while I drive.
Yeah. It's gonna
Think
be,
we'll solidify
it's gonna
what
be
it'll
the
be.
quick operation.
Depending, you know.
Oh, look, there's a
Because
spot.
I'm not the person to like show up too close within like closing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me either.
I ain't about it.
If it's like,
I don't want
what's your
that.
limit? Tell the people, a half hour, 15 minutes? 15 minutes, I'm not
I would
showing
say
up.
I'd say at least 20.
Half hour.
20 to 30 is like the I'd say
Depending on what it is,
kind of
right?
like a danger zone. It's like a hey, like this is like kind of like a
Especially
yellow flag.
Especially if it's like a sit-down restaurant and there's like no to
20
go.
30. Oh, sit down. I would say 30. If it's like more to go, I'd say 20.
Yeah, I agree.
20
I'm in
to
the
30.
same.
Just because like I'm good. Thank you though. Because it would be like you just don't get the best stuff. If you've ever worked like fast food or like seen fast food, got fast food at like the closing times before, like you don't get good mopping. You don't get good stuff.
No.
They're not wanting to go cook and pull out extra stuff. Like,
Right. You're gonna get the bottom of the barrel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bottom of the barrel indeed.
Yeah, they ain't cooking fresh fries for you, dude. You're getting all the crusty fucks.
All of them, dude.
All right, well, before you head out, let's sign off on this cast. Thanks for listening in, people. Appreciate you. I know this one's been all over the place. People coming in, leaving early again. Now it's just me and Wes and Mac chilling at the table, eating munchies.
Big chilling at the table.
So,
Jeez.
yeah, I think we're gonna sign out. If you've made it this far, appreciate you for listening in. Till next time, This is JJ
This is Wes.
and Mac. UCC, what it is. Peace out, y'all. Deuces.
No.